last session.
We met Super Hitler. I shot Super Hitler. Some people negotiated with Super Hitler terrorist. Then we went up, and then we shot a Scaly in the face. Now we're in the village.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much. Alrighty. So you guys shut up the Scaly thing, or two of them. Have now proceeded to, at least for a day, eat the Scaly. What is your next course of action, gentlemen?
What did that 17 prick what again?
We came here to learn more about the ancient blood.
Oh, Wolfenstein,
Whatever
the
the
old
hell
blood.
that is.
Let's go play
God blood,
Wolfenstein.
to be specific.
God blood.
Castle Wolfenstein. Well, one of you smart people should probably go ask about that. Like one of you magically inclined folk.
I think Jackson just volunteered himself to ask.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
Hey, I can
Scott.
ride shotgun. Fine. Who wants to come with then?
I'll go with.
We should probably go visit the old guy who told us we're not allowed to light fires.
Yeah,
The chieftain, whatever his name is.
used to be the village elder.
Elder's such a bullshit position. All you need to do is get old. I'm gonna go look for the elder guy. Are you around?
Alright. Oh, yeah, he is. Sorry, I was just adjusting my volumes because I hadn't put Discord down at one point, so I had to put it back up. Yeah, no, he's at the same place at the, his residence.
Yeah.
Wrapped in his, blankie. But, he's an adult, so we don't call it a blankie.
Totally a blankie.
Currently sipping on some tea.
Knock knock, it's your lord and saviors.
Hello. It wasn't the Russian. Hello.
Tell us about the
I don't
god
know-
blood.
It's the... He raises an eyebrow from him. God blood?
Yeah, apparently some evil guys got looking. Apparently you guys got it. So where is it?
Apparently some evil?
Yes, the evil guy. Keep up. Apparently you guys have got the god blood. Where is it?
Sorry, my internet cut there for a second, so that's where it ended.
That's a weird thing for the old man to
Uh,
say.
He's
Yes,
from the
very,
fourth
very,
dimension of
very
war
odd.
fuckery. Fourth dimension war fuckery.
Exactly. So run over by me again? So I can actually hear the full sentence.
Where is your god blood?
That's a interesting question out of nowhere.
It really isn't, though. Do you think we came to your bumfuck nowhere village for no reason? Now, pony up!
Well, I can't, because there is no such thing as a god blood on the planet. This one specifically.
Can you tell us what it's
This one
what
specifically,
it
this
is
man
or what
knows
it's
too
supposed
much.
to do?
This one knows too much. Dan, we're gonna have to end him. He knows too much.
Oh no.
Can we at least get the information we need?
Very well.
Can you tell us anything about god blood? What it is used for? What you would have to do to obtain it?
Oh, that's easy. Just need to stab a god.
Well, if you could find a god, then yes, we would most likely stab it for some blood. However, you will find no gods walk the earth anymore. However, if you wanted some blood, for instance, you could go to the moon and acquire some.
To the moon.
Yes, the green one in the sky.
What, you just want
There is a
cheese?
temple there that holds a single drop of it.
Why does anybody want to go to the moon? There's plenty of cheese down here.
What would you use god blood for? What kind of magic would need such power? I imagine the blood of a god would be potent source, but I can't conceive of any,
Well,
at least any divine magics that would require such power.
well, in truth, drop of God. In truth, I don't really know.
Inside check!
See, I'm more of. Yeah, alright, enjoy check.
He's talking mad shit. 12.
12. The village chief does seem to be telling the truth. He doesn't. Well, actually, you know. I do not know what god blood would be used for, but I do know it is rather potent. As far as I know from old lore, it is held contained in an artifact that prevents it from making contact with our world.
I
Well,
assume that making contact with our world, that if it were to make contact with our world, that would be bad.
oh yes, quite probably. Anything could happen. It would
But how do we
depend a lot
get?
on the temperament of the god, dude.
Do you know how we would get to this temple on the moon?
Well, I'm not a traveler of sorts, but the old lore speaks of a location called the Celestial Steps in the Cayenne Mountain.
Wait, do I know which direction the Cayenne Mountain is?
Oh yeah. It's in the Empire.
Okay. Is this
Yeah, but
place
where?
this place called the Celestial Steps? Is it like a well-known landmark, or?
Is it in the
Oh no,
mythical
no,
place
you've
of
never
Colorado?
heard of the Celestial Steps. You have heard of the mountain.
How far is the mountain away from
Oh,
where
sorry,
we are
what was that,
currently?
Hippo?
Is it in the mythical place of Colorado, and is there a secret government bunker underneath it?
No.
I bet there is.
Not Cheyenne.
I bet
Oh,
you
that's where I
this
came
is a
up with the
super
name.
secret.
Okay, I was thinking of the.
I'm
I was
betting there's a
wondering where I
secret
came up with
team
that name.
called SG-1 that runs around doing super secret missions for them too. Okay.
So where's this mountain?
Are
Like in
there-
relation to us?
That way.
Oh,
way.
oh, that way. It's about a month's travel away.
I
Deeper
go
to the heartland of the Empire.
Okay.
I turn around and go pack.
I'd like to asking the old man, does the law say anything about any sort of test or proof of worthiness and so on in order to gain access? Typically, with legends, there is almost always such a test where those who wish to go to such places need to prove themselves.
He thinks for a moment. Possibly? I am not completely certain.
Hmm.
The old word isn't always very accurate.
That is true.
But I would assume so.
Okay.
All I know is that Cayenne Mountain is a harsh mountain to climb. If you were to go there, I would recommend doing some rest before you make your way up there.
A fair point. Something to make sure that we do. Is there anything else that you could possibly tell us? Anything that you can think of that may prove to be of use to us?
Hmm. Not. Fortunately, not really.
Okay. Well, in either event, we do thank you for your time at least, sir.
He just gives a short nod.
We do appreciate the effort. And I sort of nod my head respectfully at the old man and, like, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay.
I head back. I take it. I see Jackson packing up and getting ready to go. And
Yep. We're going to the fucking moon, baby! You know how much cheese is there? I'm gonna buy Munt shares, and we're gonna use that cheese, and we're gonna be famous.
The Munt shares aren't available. Munt's a private company.
What? What about if we find a moon made of cheese?
Munt is not for sale on the Fantasy stock market.
Can I not, like, buy into the company?
No.
Like, let a Munt run it, but, like, earn a profit share?
No, it's fully owned by the Munt family.
Wow.
The family business.
Wow. I'm not okay with this. This kind of monopoly shouldn't be allowed.
that's actually a very good question. Does the Empire condone such monopolies like this?
I don't know, I've heard Muntz is the Emperor's favorite food franchise, so I don't know if he'd care.
There are other eateries.
But? I hear a but.
But no,
See,
but Muntz is the best.
Given the structure of the Empire, it would make sense that the Empire would still own a significant share of Munt's Magnificent Munchies TM.
Why
No.
would they own shares? Why would they own shares?
Because that would allow them to maintain a significant amount of control.
Except they don't, because
You know,
the Cheddi family
in case
is
the
the sole
company-
owners of Muntz.
In case the company sort of was going in a direction that the Empire didn't approve of.
What do you think this is? Nazi Germany? Russia? China? The Empire, the land of glorious capitalist freedom.
As long as it's not alcohol.
Long as it's not alcohol, actually. I mean, even alcohol you could probably get away with selling. There are certainly people who want to buy it, you just don't have to get caught, that's all.
Just don't get caught, forehead.
Just don't get caught, forehead. Well, I'm packing my shit. We need to get to that mountain range. We should probably also tell that Hitler guy that we found out that there's blood on the moon.
Kind
I'll
of
need
weird
to-
that going to the moon apparently is common knowledge, and yet I've never heard of going to the fantasy moon.
Let me just.
Me
have a look
never.
at that.
I'm sure it'll all work out, though.
Um,
All I know is the moon's made of cheese. That's stinky cheese.
That's the first person to go to the moon, like Gnome Strongarm.
I will have to rest for a week before I can do that again.
We're traveling for a month. Why the fuck do you have to rest for a week?
It's me.
No, in order to send the message to him, so it'll be at least a week before we get that message to him.
No
You know you could
lift
just
good.
No lift.
The gnomish astronaut.
Oh god. Why don't you just send him a message in the dead drop or by post?
Well, there isn't a dead drop in this town, so we can send a message via dead drop when we get back to, or
We
if
can
we
just
get
send it
to
via
it.
post, and then say, "Hey, we're going to this mountain." What's the closest village to that mountain? Do we know, or town?
Not really. I mean, there's
Fuck it.
probably a village nearby. There's always a village.
Wait, we have a map, don't we, of the Empire? I remember us getting a map at some point.
Yeah.
Look at the
We've got
map.
a
What's the
detailed map of Greentop and or Grasstop and surrounds, and we've also got a map of the Empire somewhere.
Okay, so looking at the map, what's the village like at the foot of the mountain, or the town at the foot of the mountain?
What it's like?
No, what's it called?
Oh, what's it called? Hang on.
Because then we could just send the postal rock saying, "Hey, we're going to X town to get Godblug," and then, you know, start going there. It's gonna take us a month to get there. I wonder if we could get a great source ties cheese
Inda.
cutter. Inda? Inda nuts?
Inda. Inda. God damn it. Just calling things fucking vegetables from now on. God damn it.
It's okay, Lily. Okay, so we start going there. We get a post rock. We send the post rock to the people saying,
Throw the
Heyo.
post rock through the post window.
yes, saying we're going to Inda nuts, and then
But
yeah, we go to Inda nuts. What do you
I
guys
don't
think?
want to go into nuts. I came from into nuts.
But think of it as a return to form. Think of it as a reunion tour. You get to come back and say, "So there, look at me. I'm the monk now." Dane?
Yeah.
Duan? Whatever your
I'm just
name
gonna
is.
call him D.
Big D.
D.
All right.
Oh, no.
And then we need to get Ziggy Diggy Diggy Dee to also go there.
Well, how far out of the way is Grasstop on our route to this place?
Wasn't it like 4 days backwards from where we are now?
Yeah, so we can head back to Grasstop, do the dead drop and everything there, and send the postal message and everything, and then carry on our way. I'm assuming that Grasstop is en route to this place, or how far out of
That's a
the way
lot of
is it?
assuming.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not
I mean,
like,
it's not that much of a detour when you take into account that you're traveling for a month, so...
Okay. Then we'll do that, because then we can let Ziggy know where we're going, and...
And get him to build us a spaceship. You sail off the edge of the world and then you just keep going to the moon. But you have to wait until it's almost morning when the moon's like really low to the horizon to do it though.
Yeah, you gotta fall onto the moon.
Mm-hmm. It's true. That's what my mother always said.
Gotta fall onto the moon.
I just assumed Jackson like appeared one day.
What?
In a gutter.
No. Why would you say that?
Doesn't strike me as the type to have been raised by actual people.
I have lots of family. Family's been in the army for decades. We even have a nice house in the capital. Kinda rude. So, we gonna get going? Or do you guys have anything you want to do with the old people here?
Make them do
Well,
backflips.
I think we've...
Backflips? That seems irrational.
Right.
Why would you want to make them do backflips?
You're not one of those... What was that cult? Calcite...
Cleftites.
Cleavagens? Cleftians? Clefites, that's the one.
Never heard of it.
Leftists. I've heard of them. We had to put down a couple of insurrections from on the border.
Disgusting cult.
They were backflipping into combat, a bunch of silly bastards. I think, if I recall correctly, I think Chompy ate so
promote-
many of them that day that he became sick.
They promote the excessive consumption of alcohol. They don't do anything sober.
I know, right? Disgusting. Well,
Terrible.
plus they worship like an old weird dwarf guy, which is a bit unusual.
I'd heard it was some weird human hybrid thing.
Oh, goddamn, disgusting.
They can't even get their ideology straight. Well, are we packed? Let's get going.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I travel light.
All right, you folks.
By I travel
pack
light,
up.
I mean Chompy carries everything.
Exactly. All right, you folks back out, leaving the village. With a detour back to Grasstop, you leaving a dead drop a message, and you head off.
Letting
This is the
Ziggy know
Kanyan
we're going as well.
Yes.
Very important that. Otherwise the poor bastard could wander around the Empire for years without finding us.
For years. As you head towards the Celestial Steps. During your month of travel, absolutely nothing interesting happens. It is the Empire's highways. These are some of the most safest territory you can find that doesn't have walls around it. There
Take
is
it all in.
absolutely nothing that happens. It's pretty terrain, though.
So I'm gonna assume we're taking a long rest during the course of this month-long
Oh,
trek.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you get yourselves a longer rest.
Cool.
During this trek. And you near the Cayenne Mountain. Where do you go from here?
Well, should we see if 17 guys replied at all? Like send a message ahead of us? Since the rocks go faster than traditional mail.
Okay.
So you're heading to the village of Inda. Inda Nuts.
Weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting to the village
Oh
of
yeah,
Inda.
that's what it was. You head to the village, and it is a absolutely bog standard normal village in the Empire. Nothing notable happens in this village. It is the most normal village you can normally normal. And you have received no message. Actually, you have received one message, is just like some Ziggy D asking, like, is everything alright? You're still alive back there?
Ziggy.
Yes.
But you have
Very much
received
alive.
no message from 17. I assume you send a reply to Zergia telling you, yes, we have arrived and we're alive.
Yes.
Yes. Come to Inda Nuts and meet us here. Bring your magical gizmos.
You send a message. What is your next plan? To scale
should
the mountain? Do we? Yes.
Do we have a plan?
No.
How do we get to the moon? Can you fly us there with your broom?
I can try. I fly upwards. I fly to the moon.
Does it work?
The DM hasn't said anything, so I assume yes, it's worked, and I'm
I
on
think
the
we
moon.
just broke the DM because I don't think he thought anybody would be dumb enough to try that.
Boys, I shout down from the moon. I made it. I'm on the moon.
Gonna be holding his breath for a long time.
No, there's air up here. And palm
You need
trees and
cheese.
discos.
Lydia, are you still there?
Oh, sorry, I had an interruption, so I could hear only parts. No, you like as you get higher with the broom, the air starts getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and it starts getting really cold.
Put
So
yourself
no,
in
you can't
holding-
fly with the broom to the moon.
How close did he get?
Pretty close, right?
Not very close. In fact, the moon didn't seem to get any bigger at all.
I think he's lying.
We need a bigger broom. Can we get Zagit to build us a broom with like a little house around it so we can sit inside it and make a fire to stay warm?
So, like, an airship.
No, a broom with a room attached. Weren't you listening?
A broom with a room to go to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. A broom with a room to go to the...
A broom with a room to go to the moon with a parachute so we don't fall to our doom.
Yes, exactly one of those. So, okay. Maybe there's like a jumping off point on the mountain. So like when the moon comes down
ramp.
closer to dawn, you can jump off of it onto the moon.
A sick
Something
ramp.
like that. A sick ramp.
Bust out the skateboards.
I don't know how this magic stuff works.
We're going totally tubular.
Should we ask around for God blood?
God blood.
God blood.
God blood.
God blood. God blood.
Oh god.
Well, let's try and find this celestial stairway first.
Would you call it the stairway to heaven?
I was about to say I pull out my thing and start playing some Led Zeppelin.
Oh lord.
then
Mistakes have
somebody
been
points
made.
at a sign. No stairway to heaven allowed.
Oh no.
Oh.
You better put that away because the Empire's very serious about their law.
And then I look at the camera. Stairway denied. It's a sick Wayne's World joke.
Sick. Okay, lady. Lady, our body is ready. We proceed up the mountain.
I fly.
All right. No. I mean, I suppose I can't stop you.
Am right.
So, okay, so, what's the plan? Are you doing any kind of, like, in a more serious note, are you doing any kind of preparation? And what's your plan on
I
scaling
want
the
to
mountain? Or
specifically
is
How
Like
high
the-
is this mountain?
Chompy can fly.
Is there snow
Yes.
on top?
I'm cold resistant and Chompy's immune to cold. Do you need anything, you guys, for like dealing with cold weather?
Yes, there is snow on the top.
Yeah.
Do you have like a jacket? Do you want a jacket?
Yeah, I go into town and buy a jacket and a
I
hat.
want to get some
Wait, no, I'm wearing a hat.
cold weather gear. Make sure that there's climbing kit for everybody
I've
in
got-
case it's needed.
I've got ropes and climbing kits for days.
Okay.
I have a
I
broom.
bought extra
I don't need to
at
climb
character
anything.
creation.
If you
I
want,
bought extra
if you want, I can just cast fly. We can all just fly up there.
I mean, that's a good point, actually.
How long does fly last, and how much of a distance can it cover?
You gotta make me do math now, aren't you, you bastard?
Last for
Well, yes, if you want to use fly, you just ignore everything I've prepped.
last for 10 minutes.
So let's see, that's 60 foot per round. A round is what, 6 seconds?
Yeah.
So that's like what, times 10? So that gives us 600
feet a
feet
minute.
per minute.
And how long
times
does it last?
10. So it's 6,000
10 minutes,
feet.
unless you upcast it. Oh no, it doesn't even
Nah,
upcast.
nah, it just lets you put it on more people.
We can cover
Yeah.
6,000
Yeah,
feet.
it doesn't.
And that's
with-
moving at normal
Uh,
speed and not dashing.
Oh yeah, that's true. If we double
Double
that
it.
for dashing, so it's 12,000, yeah.
12,000 feet.
I'm gonna get to the top and realize there's a cave at the bottom.
Cave at the bottom.
We're gonna realize that the moon was inside us all along.
No!
Quickly, frantically scrambles. Like, okay.
I tear my heart out.
How high is the mountain, Liddy? You can give us in
Um,
kilometers.
It's pretty high, but
Higher than 3.5
it might be a
kilometers?
bit risky, but, sorry?
Higher than 3.5 kilometers?
No, not... No, not higher than that.
Lie it is.
Yep.
That's, how
Alright.
many, that's what distance we can cover with one cast of flight. Well, 3.7 kilometers almost.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. Alrighty. So, you folks are deciding to fly. Any other preparations that beyond preparing to fly and also getting cold weather gear are you?
Do we want to spend a week to prep spells for moon and possible mountain combat? Like, does anybody want to swap out spells or anything like that?
I don't do
I
that.
can, but I also cannot do that.
No,
Looking at you, Dwayne!
Looking at my spell list here.
D's looking at his mountain
Yes,
spells.
do you need to look at your spells?
Protection
to be
from
able to-
mountain.
I was looking at the spell
What
list
spells
while
you
we
wish to
were,
prepare
while we were
for-
traveling, so...
Who knows how long this will take?
Detect good and mountain. Yep, it's a mountain.
Mountain.
Protection from mountain.
I pretty much...
Summon mountain.
Level 3.
For the most part, I am good to go. I was looking at my spells while we were traveling, so...
Sweet.
Alright, we need to buy coats.
I don't need one.
I'll buy a pimpin' coat.
Also, how fast can chompers fly?
Jumpy. Let's have a look. How fast can
Yeah.
he? I mean, it doesn't really matter,
And
but...
can it fly as fast as fly can? Because
He can't, but I could just summon him when we get
I
there.
suppose that's true. Alright, that's fair. Alrighty,
He's
so
a
you folks
magic
are
spirit.
deciding to fly?
Is your coat pink, Mont?
He's a magic spirit. Alright.
No, it's turquoise and yellow, the colours of months.
Once. What about you, Dan? You gonna buy a coat?
Yep. I will be buying a coat. Making sure that I'm bundled up warmly.
Probably
Alrighty.
make sure the weather's all nice and clear,
Oh yeah, it's a good
so we can
point.
see where we're going.
Yeah.
Alrighty, as you're preparing, you wait for a nice day, waiting for, a clear day. You spend a couple of more days at the village, and you prepare to cast off. Actually, no, I can't use that. The music doesn't really matter at this point, because it's a mountain climbing music. What should I play instead?
You should play the ice climber music.
Ice climbing music? Fuck it, I don't know what to play here. I'll just keep playing that one.
Some yodeling.
Alrighty, so you folks cast fly on your party, and you set off. As you flying from the foot of the mountain, like past the forest, you start just going up. Isn't really it's hard to improvise description on flying because it's flying. You flying over the the terrain. Notice how it's you're pretty glad that you chose that. Chose to fly, and also pretty glad that you have some people in your party that are capable of casting fly, because that looks like it would have been a real pain in the ass to climb, because it's got little craggy pass and shit that looks like fucking annoying to find, and like winding through, and you also look at it would have been so exhausting to fly. It's a good thing to climb. It's a good thing we're just flying.
I shout over to the other two, hey, how fucking smart are we?
It's big
Really
brain,
well.
baby.
Really well done there.
About
Now that would have been
Halfway
a
as you
real
go-
problem.
about halfway as you're up the mountain, as you're flying, it's pretty, in its own way, flying is also exhausting, especially since you're using, dash to actually be able to get up there. You notice that they're from the mountain itself, there's a small flock of, at first they look like, birds, and then they get closer and they're a bit bigger. And they're kind of
Oh no.
trying to... Oh, yeah, they're flying towards you. And then you're like, whatever, we can fly 60 feet, who cares? Until you realize that they're gaining up on you.
Oh dear.
What would you folks like to do?
How far away from the ground, like the mountainside where we can land?
Death. Let's just put it at that.
Yes. Okay, so we're quite far off the ground. Well, not the ground, like the mountainside. So we're going up vertically next to the mountain.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So how
oh,
far
oh
are we
yeah.
from
That
the mountainside?
I'm still saying about 200 feet. So you're taking pretty
Oh.
much max damage for fall damage.
Nice. Do we dash closer to the mountainside, or do we try and outrun them?
I think we try and get as close to the mountainside as we can, and then see if we can get them down on terms that we can fight them at.
Oh, we can fight them in the air. I just don't want to fall to my death if one of them hits.
All
Munt?
right.
You want to go down to the mountain, or do you want to try and outrun him? Oh, I suppose Munt doesn't care. He's on a broom.
Yeah, I'm on a broom. If they get too
Okay.
close, I'll cast a fireball in the middle of them.
Okay, I'm just gonna dash closer to the mountainside, so I'm like 80 feet away from it instead of 200.
Yeah.
All right. I assume you still fly as a group. Someone doesn't
Yeah,
fuck off on his own. And you get closer to the mountain itself. You find some place on it that has what seems to be a path. So, you don't land on like a spike or anything. And you notice that the lizardish creature, like now you look at him and you realize, oh yeah, they're big flying lizard beasties that are very much heading towards you. I would like for everybody.
What? How far away are they from us?
Oh, they're getting closer. They're
Let me know when they're within
you
120
can
feet,
probably
please.
have an action or two before they get close.
What range are
All
they
right,
at?
yeah. Now you say about 200 feet as they're getting closer.
Okay. I'm gonna load up my red bolts, and then I'm just gonna wait until they get within there.
Do you want me to, like, create out of nothing, like, a sheet of rock to hide under? They won't see us.
I think they've already seen us,
Is there anything?
or have they?
I mean, you can always try.
Yeah, we can give it a bash.
There's like a little. The rest of this, all of this is just more mountain rock.
Yeah,
This
let's
is,
let's
a
just
path going
push,
up it.
push ourselves up against a wall where they can't see us, and then I'll use my Song of Creation thing to just cover us in a thin
let's do
sheet
that.
of rock. Make it look
Makes
like
sense.
we're part of the mountainside.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. How does your Song of Creation work? It just allows you to make an object?
It lets
or-
me create one non-magical
image?
item of my choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of me. The maximum value of the item is 220 gold and lasts for 4 hours. The maximum size of the thing is large.
Alrighty. So you
piece of
make
flat
this
rock.
sheet.
Yeah, make a little like
Big fleece
bubble
of
for us to
flat
hide
rock
in.
there you. Alrighty. So, for you folks to hide, I would like for everybody to make a stealth check, ignoring armor disadvantages in this scenario. Just to see how well.
My
you can
luck is with
hide
me
against
tonight,
these.
baby!
Oof, 8.
I rolled with advantage, and I rolled a 3 and a 1.
5.
So that's 12.
8?
Well,
love
look, at
it.
least we're only like 80 feet off the ground, so.
Look, man, I'm just saying. I love the fact that I rolled a 3 and a 1 with advantage for my stealth. It has a +9. Good times.
Okay, so what are your rolls, folks?
8?
12.
5.
8, 12?
5.
5.
I demand a mulligan.
Okay, for a moment.
We're just sitting behind the rock.
No.
Good thing they can't see us, guys! Stupid bird
For...
dinosaurs!
Oh, please, internet, don't be like that.
Jackson, shut up! They're going to hear us!
Okay, for a second, as you So the birds were heading, or the lizard flying creatures were heading toward you, and you put the rock sheet, and for a moment, you still hear them flapping closer to you as you hide behind it. And for a moment, you hear them kind of not heading toward you, and just kind of look around until one of you decide in their infinite genius to peek behind, are they already gone? After you wait for 2 minutes, and realize that they're still just gone slightly further away, and they have now noticed you. I would like for everybody to roll initiative.
A perfect plan foiled by dice.
Oh, now I roll well. 23.
Yeah, now I roll a freaking 19.
Nice.
Fuck. Oh, initiative 18.
23, baby!
What's your dex?
20.
Alright, you go first then.
Yay. Do you want to go first? I don't mind swapping.
That's cool.
And did you have something you want to cast?
No.
Alright, these guys rolled really low.
God damn it.
Okay, main character table. What did I make for these guys? That is the one. Did it select it? Internet, please? Did you not take fucking 5 seconds for me to be able to do something?
No.
How many there were? 4. Miserable. And fucking shit just doesn't move. Alright, anyway, whatever. Birds have now
Birds.
noticed you.
I don't like the look of these burbs.
Oh my god.
Neither do I.
Bird. I'm just gonna call them birds from now.
Dinosaurs, birds, same
Alright,
thing.
Let's drop Hippo, because everybody is technically flying at the moment. So he doesn't need to be locked in the air. You guys were together, hiding behind a sheet. Lizard, bird things have now noticed you. At top we have
Man.
Jackson.
Exploratory surgery at the first one. This one. To try and see if they look like they want to live. Gonna fire a conjured barrage at... Actually, do I wanna... Nah, fuck it. Gonna fire 2 shots, see what happens. First one.
Which one was that again? Sorry.
At this boy. So I'm just gonna
Okay,
try
number
and...
one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna shoot. Gadoing. Nice, 21 to hit.
Alrighty.
And 31
Yeah,
to hit.
yeah. 21 hits.
Does the 31 hit then? And then I'm gonna
Yes.
hit 12 points of physical damage.
Alright.
And followed by another 5 from my, favorite foe. Which bumps that up to 17 in total. And then my second shot, 9 points of damage plus 4. So 13 points of damage. So 30 points of damage in total for both shots.
Alrighty. 30 points of damage on number 1 is actually enough to kill it. And as you just floating is flying isn't completely unusual to you, but flying through magic is kind of unusual. But you still didn't able to aim well enough to just funk, one of them hitting the lizard thing's neck, and the other just straight to the brain casing, having it now drop and falling down. Oh, timeout Steam
Oh
client.
no.
Fun.
Guys, they're weak to stabbing.
They are weak to stab on. Alright, anything else? As I try and
Nope.
rejoin the server.
That's a me.
Alrighty, so that's you. Next up is somebody, because I can't see the initiative.
It's me, Mun. I'm gonna cast Fireball right now.
Alright,
All of them.
Monty.
Monty Python.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, if you sort of cast it on the middle one,
Yeah, I measured
it should
I
hit
put
all
it
of them.
Yes, it will. Need access to my dice.
Make him black quickly.
So I can make the saves.
You
they
don't
don't
need to
need
make
to
any
make
saves.
saves.
They all
They
fail.
do, that's how it's spelled. Alrighty, you throw fireball at them, and then they're all in range. Your DC is what again? 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all fail.
35 points of
16.
fire damage.
Alright, yeah.
Bats,
Pop,
bats,
pop,
blat.
pop. Watching motherfuckers drop.
And that the birds. They are all dead.
Onward again and up the mountain.
Just-
Onward!
As you literally just fucking air blasted them out.
Bye, chickens.
One just got shot, the rest was just whoosh. And now there's some
Whee!
charred chimkin. And you folks continue up the
They're
mountain,
biodegradable.
flying. What?
They're biodegradable.
That's
Biodegradable.
Jackson, where did you learn that one?
I read it in a book.
Don't lie, you can't read.
I can read if I use my fingers.
Okay.
What would happen if you lost your fingers in a terrible accident?
I would have it a much harder to read.
Alright.
Count.
He lost his fingers in a terrible, terrible roasting incident.
Alright, you
Montcleaver related accident.
Alrighty, you folk, fly up.
We
Now.
continue upon our journey.
You fly up to the top of the mountain, and up there you find mostly, normal mountain peak, nothing special. And you also see a stone circle with a small central elevated platform and two plinths flanking it. Just on like one of the peaks.
It's
Like,
the moon ramp.
There's no ladders, stairs, or anything. It's just there.
See, I told you to just step off of the thing
Yep.
onto the moon around sunset. You could also do it at sunrise when
And
they're
you
coming.
land on the platform, I assume, unless you're just flying there, just flying over it ominously.
Should we land, guys?
Well, before we land, let's just inspect to see.
I land on it.
I land.
Okay. Well,
You
All
can
right, you
expect-
land,
I join
and
them in death.
nothing happens.
That's
No,
suspicious.
nothing happens as you just land.
Okay, are there any carvings or any kind of writing or anything on these plinths, or is there anything there? Like on the circle, anything on the floor, sides? Any obvious way other than the way that we came up? How would people have come up? From what direction would they have approached if they had come up via climbing?
There is no stairs. There's nothing to indicate where people would have climbed through normally.
Okay.
It seems like it was like just sheer, climbing cliff that, and then just like the platform itself, the actual circular part. It's not too deep. It's just like somebody took the very peak of a mountain, like a spiky peak, and just kind of like cut it, and now there's a circle there instead.
Hey, Mud, you did a thing with the magic
Uh,
rock.
on these
Down in the
two
cavern.
plinths that you can see, they have a top.
Mm-hmm.
They have two small indentations, both of them, or that have an indentation per plinth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at that could be slotted in there, perhaps.
So we'd have to put something in there then to activate this thing somehow?
Mud, make it work.
I make it work.
Do the thing you did back in the other place with the rocks.
I do the thing I did back in the other
You
place with
invent
the rocks.
Mud.
What did I do with the rocks?
I'm not sure what. Yeah, that was what I was going to ask.
I do
What
that
did you-
apparently.
The place that was had give the creepy feeling, and then you look like you got your blood sucked out of you for a bit.
Oh, I just touched the rocks, didn't I?
I don't know.
Why was it? No, I healed them, didn't I? Did I heal them? No? What?
I don't know magic.
What did I do?
I'm trying to remember which one. What?
What?
And the first, with
Are you,
the
are you talking about
archaeologist
the
guys.
rifts?
I don't know.
Oh, you did something, but that was like with a hole in reality. Anyway, regardless, Munt, as you investigate the plinths to try and figure out what you're supposed to do with them, as Jackson told you to do something, but you're very confused, as you don't remember what he's actually referring to. Notice that near here, or on each of the sides, you see like steps, like a pier with a radiant light, like golden radiant light, just appear out of thin air.
Guys, it's moon
Like
steps.
step by step, both of them sides. I'm not gonna draw all of them because that's way too much fucking work and I'm lazy. But you can see them appear like whoop 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 whoop, both of the sides.
Do we
Until
see the
it
stairs as
reveals
well, or
two
just Munt?
marbled structures on both. Oh no, all of you. They just appear to everybody. And there's like marble structures on both sides, and both of those have a singular silver door.
And up the one to my left and just
I'll
like
stay in the middle in case me moving makes them disappear. D, go the other one.
I go to the other one.
go up to the door. Is it unlocked?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm standing in middle in case if I move they go away. Jackson's going up one way, D's going up the other way.
Yeah.
What is, is the door
Um,
locked? Is it open?
Okay. The door is unlocked. Opens easily. The door's balance is quite good, and like even though it looks like a large, hefty metal door, or specifically silver door, it opens up really easy. Like very light, very nice. Nice
And the
hinges,
other door?
10 out of 10. The other door as well. But Jackson, when you open it, you know that there's a group of 5 very large armored gentlemen who then turn around to look at you. But don't make any movements. And Deanne, as you open your doors, there is a three also very armored gentlemen looking at you.
Oh my.
Like humans?
Hang on. Can hang on. On your side, Deanne, there are the 3 armored. One of the 3 wields a large spiked chain. One wields a massive steel-headed club the size of a battering ram, and the last one wields a huge crossbow that's really just closer to ballista. Both of them, including on your side, Jackson, their armor is rusty and it's speckled green.
They're human, right?
If
Oh,
they're
no,
using a
they are
crossbow the
very
size of a
large.
ballista, they're a
They're
lot bigger than
humanoid
humans.
in. Yeah, they're they are generally speaking humanoid. Actually, closer to like the proportions of a dwarf. If a dwarf was like large sized.
Hey
Instead
guys, I
of
found
medium.
some large dwarves here.
Same here. Some
Are they coming
very
out?
large dwarves with very, very big weapons.
Oh no, I'm just thinking how do I
Hey,
make this
citizens of
work?
the Empire, identify yourself immediately.
Is this the entrance to
Uh,
the celestial stairs or
um,
the temple on the moon?
yes.
Um,
Sorry.
Has anyone else tried to come through here recently?
For both of you, neither of them react at first, just looking at you, until they start getting closer, like slowly taking a step by step, as you can hear like them thumping in armor, and you can tell from both of your cases, they look ready to fight, more or less, readying their weapons. The one with the ballista just loads it up and loading a bolt up. What would you gentlemen like to do before you have two fights happening at the same time?
I fired 2 crossbow bolts and slammed the door shut.
I sort of hold out my holy
Oh,
symbol of Hephaestus and as we come in peace, we come in peace.
Which one had the left? Had like the more people, the left side.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go and touch the rock to try and make it all go away.
yes.
I try and turn it off.
What rock do you touch?
I don't know. I thought I touched a rock and it made stairs. I do the. I do.
Oh no,
I do.
you were just investigating. So you
I
try and,
uninvestigate.
like,
I forget what I did. I forget about it.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
I am, and now I'm trying to forget about what I did, so it undoes it. I undo.
You just pat around on the plinths and on the central platform. You're like, undo.
Wait,
undo.
there's like two.
However,
There's like
nothing,
these are like little,
unfortunately.
Close the door, close
These
the
are like
door.
little plimps, aren't
Gentlemen,
they?
you have
Door's closed.
These are like
one more thing you
these
can
are like
do
little plimps, aren't they?
per character before we go through initiative.
I smashed the plinth with my mace.
Yes.
That's
Smash. Smash.
Sorry, can you say that again? My internet smash?
I pull out.
You
I pull out
attempt
my
to
mace
smash.
and try
Smash
to
no
smash
work.
up this thing.
I slammed the door shut.
Alright, you
Lady
slammed the
died.
door shut. Did I
The
die
door's made out of
completely?
metal, right?
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the door metal, yes, it's silver. Means probably won't hold for long. But you'll probably get a few moments out of it.
I could turn the door into a thing and make it slam on them.
Do it, do it, do it.
I'm gonna summon Chompy.
Okay. Alright, door slammed. Chompy summoned. Door still open on left side.
No, I thought
DM moving there,
Jackson-
and
I
Munt,
thought
you're
Jackson
doing
said
what?
that he shot 2 bolts and then slammed the door shut as well.
Or get out of hands. Look, whatever you guys are doing there, you clearly have it under control. Munt is an expert.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh no, Letty dead again.
Okay, am I back for now?
Yes, you are.
Are you though?
Okay, so what were we people? I heard lots of noise. What were we people doing?
We're gonna
We'd
murder this
successfully
group of
managed
5
to
guys.
kill. Yeah, we'd successfully managed to kill everything, and you were about to award us XP. Much XP.
Ah, of course. How silly of me. Okay, so the door on the right was closed. Deanne's moved to the center. Munt, you were doing something. That's the last thing before we go to initiative.
I was just trying to smash up the statue thing with a mace.
Okay, then we go to initiative. Can you make me thing?
Must I resolve my attacks?
Yes, resolve your attacks, please.
I rolled.
And then everybody rolls their initiative.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh, 22 and 32 to hit. It's the lead big man.
Initiative 2.
Oh my god. Just fall asleep.
Okay, so we have initiative 2.
Yeah.
What was yours, Hippo?
20.
Jesus. I'll be down here
Okay.
at 9.
Jackson, what were you?
9.
9. Okay, so they'll go over there, and the other group, what did they roll? Oh, they rolled... Wow, okay. Let's move you here. Field group. Okay, so we have at top Munt.
Hi.
Hello. Axon, no, sorry, I keep forgetting to keep a track of things. Resolving the attacks. What was your 2-hit roll, Griff?
22 and 32.
Yeah, that's it.
And with a 16 and a 9
Obviously.
for damage.
Okay. Fucking try to find the right stat. Okay, these guys. Oh yeah, that's definitely a hit. And a good bit of damage. Alrighty, so now we're in actual initiative. A month, what are you doing? Where are my things? These are all armored. I should probably make some... Nah, it's fine. Let's use this token. As these guys are still in... I'll just have them be at the edge here. They're still inside of the building. They haven't gotten out.
Okay.
Where is the door and how wide is the door?
But yes, what are you doing, Munt?
Where is the door and how wide is the door?
I'm facing it. It's basically between you and me.
So the door is... the door's over here where these guys are at.
I feel
so
lied
the
to.
door's like huge.
Yes, they're large.
Well, then I
Not
would
for
be over
large
here.
creatures.
Yeah, but how big is the door? Can they all get through that door at the same time, or is it like a normal door
You got
that they have
these
to come
little
through single
steps.
file?
Well, it's at least 12 feet wide. By the looks of it.
So the door's very big, but the stairs are very
That-
narrow.
Well, they're a lot bigger than that. I was just quickly drawing them. Let's just say they're enough to carry one in a row. Like, they'll have to move through the steps single file.
Then I'm going to cast Nefarious Mischief in a cube here. They all need to make a save. Of what? I will find out.
Okay.
A dex save.
Does it happen when they enter the cube?
When... Start of each of my turns.
Okay. So you're gonna catch... two of them inside of it, because, yeah, there were... Actually, no, yeah, 3. Make a dex save again for the 3 of them. Wow, those are some great rolls. Yeah, they all fail.
They're all blind.
Nice.
as the flowers and start appearing around them, squirting them in the face.
Alrighty, that's fine. Alright, anything else, Munt?
No. Actually, yeah, I fly on my broom a bit and get some height.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Alright, you get some height. These guys are blinded and aren't really enjoying anything. So we have this guy who, you hear, those three are there inside are blinded. So this guy goes past them and actually exits the door into one of the steps and face first into Chompers.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go and try and bludgeon Chompers.
Yeah. With a disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yeah. I
Right.
realized I've been an idiot. If you don't issue any orders to
Oh.
Chompy, he was automatically considered to have taken the dodge action.
Ah, yes, okay, that makes sense. How much AC does a Chompy have?
18.
Alright, that is a miss. They rolled too low. And what can the rest of them do? Nothing really at the moment. Because damage immunities, condition immunities, blah 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 blah.
Hey,
Yeah,
who's
no,
after
they
me?
can't really do anything because there isn't really any place to step. They could squeeze through by using speed, but they can't really. There isn't anywhere to step on, so the guy at the front kind of takes up all their space. So the rest of them are just taking dodge actions.
Right. Hey,
Okay, so that is these guys done. Jackson, your turn.
Hey, can you two do that fire thing again?
Fire thing?
Yeah, you know, cook 'em, and that's pretty much all I could probably get to say during combat.
Okay. I'm not sure what he's
Yeah,
talking
pretty much.
about, but
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Fire magic, you fools!
Fire! Exclamation mark.
Fire!
Alright, yeah, Jackson, what are you doing?
Conjure barrage. At...
Alrighty.
Actually, do I wanna? Nah, fuck it, I'll just shoot the one by Chompy twice. See if I can aggravate him.
Okay.
Oh?
Okay. Alright, no.
You people
Okay.
are slower than Jackson. 29 to hit, and 21 to hit. And that's
Yeah,
gonna be
obviously.
a 16 damage and a 7 damage. Wow, I rolled a 10 and a 1 from my heavy crossbow. Maximum and minimum.
Oh, I should probably number these things.
23 points of damage to the one fighting Chompy, and I'm just gonna leave Chompy to continue taking dodge action, and then I'm going to use my favorite foe against the guy I'm firing at for another... Which is that?
Sorry, how much did you say you did damage to the guy fighting Chompy again?
In total, with favorite foe, it's 23 plus 3 is 26 plus 6 is 40, 32. 32 points of damage.
Okay, 32 points of damage. Thank you very much.
How's he looking? Does he look irritated?
Alrighty, and it looks like you've taken a good chunk off of it with that.
Oh no.
You notice that it's there isn't much living tissue behind where you've hit it. It doesn't
no.
really look undead, but it doesn't really look like it's
There's
normal
zombies.
life as well.
That's me.
Alright, that is you. You are done, Jackson. You hear over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let me make a ping.
Yeah, we need to fucking cook these
Ping.
guys fast.
You just hear boom, as the door. Actually, let me see how well it does. Let's do an attack on the door. Let's see if it survives.
Yes, it dies when it attacks the door.
Where's my dice? There's my dice. okay, that's not a good roll. You just hear a thum as like the silvery door just kind of like bends outwards, almost like getting completely knocked off of its like just hinges. There's like a big, just like a hit. You know, metal just completely bent. Another one of those, and it's open. But that's them for now. Deanne, your turn.
Okay, cool. I cast Wall of Fire between Chompy and that guy. So basically, let me
Deanne?
draw it here.
Oh, I'm on timeout.
Yeah,
Nice.
No.
Oh, actually, hang on. Can somebody just erase that line for me? Because if I actually, let me see if I can. There we go. That's better. Sort of here, because Chompy's immune to fire, right?
Not currently, but it's fine. I can just bring him back.
Okay. Well, it's fine. He's okay because it's not going to hit his side. Actually, that makes more sense. Yes.
I mean, I think if we Wall of Fire and Fireball this, I think we should be able to wipe out that entire group, right?
And then I can cast it again on the other side. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire there.
Those guys are going to come out. How many squares is that? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
That's
9,
120-foot line of fire, basically.
10. No, I'm thinking about the other guys. I think it's going to take them at least a turn to
They're
get
about
this,
100.
probably
Yeah, it's
2.
about 100 feet away from us.
So if we can finish this group off quickly,
Then yeah.
I can have Chompy Fire Breath next turn as well.
So
we Firewall, Fireball, Flame Breath, and hopefully they're not fire resistant.
So I need them all to make a DC 18 dexterity save. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also streaming.
Can someone just roll a dice for me, since...
I'm streaming as well, Liddy, if you want to look on my screen.
Is that going to be any better than me trying to connect to the server?
It should be, yeah.
With, shitty internet?
Yeah.
Should it be? Well, I'll
should
look
be.
at it the next time this connection dies.
Okay, so somebody roll
okay. I should
5.
be able to roll a
dex
dice?
saves. DC 18.
Well, the most of them are behind a wall at the moment, because there's a door, and then you can't actually see the rest of them. Hippo could just see the point where it's summoned, so the only one who's actually outside of it, like inside of the...
Okay, no, well that's fine. Well, he's got to make the save.
Even the 10-foot effect gets blocked by a wall. Yeah, sure.
And then...
What did he... Let's see, what did he roll?
So
Oh yeah, that's a fail. He'll take the damage.
4th level, sorry. Okay, so that is... He takes 32 fire damage. And any creature that ends in... Yeah, and then... So how's he looking now?
Alright, that guy is starting to look not very good.
Okay, awesome.
A couple of really good hits and he's down.
And then bonus action...
Anything else beyond
Fireball? No, I can't because it wasn't a cantrip. No, that's me for now. Oh, yeah. No, that's it for now. I'm also keeping an eye out on the other side just in case they start running through. Because I may need to drop the Wall of Fire that side and cast it on that side to protect us.
We'll be fine.
No,
I'm saying we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, the end is done. And a month.
It's me again, hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's you again.
So, are there like 4 of them in my cube now?
Yes.
Yep. 3 of them are blinded.
They need to make another dex save.
Alright, 4 of them. How much was there? Oh yeah, no, that's a fail. That's a fail. And nowhere close.
Oh,
yeah, all 4 fail.
well, they're blinded again.
Okay. Can't you cast Fireball as a bonus action now or something?
Well, I don't. I still have an action, so
Ah, good.
Sorry,
Yes.
what was the effect about?
they're blind again.
Okay, they're blinded. Good to know.
I like to think of if our spell is just a bunch of plants all making like moaning noises while spraying water in their faces, and they're just completely squacked out and like backing away and flailing at the water in their eyes.
Need that mental image.
Everyone else is too close to the thing to fireball.
Eyeball them.
No, I'm not gonna fireball.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Isn't that concentration?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They
Entangle.
broke my other spell, didn't they? Made it concentration now. I forgot about that.
Broke my other spell?
They broke his beloved, fuck with DM spell.
It was perfectly reasonable.
Fireball!
So what do you do, Hippo?
Fireball.
You don't have to.
Fireball.
Do you know the answer
It's
deep
go-
in
it's
your
gonna-
soul?
it's gonna hit all five.
Where is it centered?
Like inside the timer, I guess.
Yeah, fuck it. Sure, let's go. I'd say you can angle it so you only hit the.
I mean, if
don't
that
hit
ball's 12
chompers
feet
and
wide, then I mean, it's
Jackson.
high enough for him to see over chompers to like sort of aim it at a spot behind there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm okay with taking
Yeah.
damage if
Alright,
it has to. Health is just a
Roll
resource,
for
right?
all of
He
them.
says while bleeding out.
More deck saves.
While they're
Yep.
blinded, so isn't that disadvantage on Dex as well?
No, it's
Oh.
only for attacks.
Ah, okay.
Uh, 16 is the thing. Wow, there's one of them actually rolled 16, but they have a -2, so never mind. All of them fail.
29
Nice.
points for fire damage.
29 points. All right, that guy gone. That guy. All right. Oh, he's looking pretty bad. What about the rest of them?
Any
Oh
of
my
them
God.
dead? Any of them dead?
Oh
yet?
yeah, one of them is dead. Sorry, I'm just noting
Math rocks.
down damages. Math rocks. Math. Oh yeah. No, this guy at the front just like gets vaporized. Actually, he doesn't just get vaporized. He's just like the explosion happens behind him. He just like gets shunted forward into Chompers, and then Chompers like bitch slaps him off the off of the steps, and he just falls down off the mountain,
On fire. And
crumpling.
hopefully he lands on top of whichever Yuri
On
clone
fire.
is, trying to make his way up the mountain. Lands on top of him, because at that height, that's like, gravity, terminal velocity, crater, dead Yuri.
Yes, exactly. I assume nothing else, Mont? Or
No, that's Munt done.
all right, a tough group. These guys are, those guys are blinded. The only one who isn't blinded is this guy. He's just gonna squeeze past them because the other fuckers are blind,
yes,
so they're
yes.
not doing much at the moment.
Oh,
Moves
beautiful.
over
He's going to end
there.
his turn in the...
And he goes to just slap a bitch.
Not my beautiful baby boy!
Oh, yeah, these guys aren't very smart.
Can he see through the fire?
Oh
Because it's a 20
yeah,
foot
Chompers
high
didn't
wall
take an
of
action,
fire.
so that's a disadvantage.
Yep. I'm basically using him as a big
that's great.
doorstop at the moment.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a 4. That's a miss.
Drop, motherfucker!
Does he end his turn?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he ends his turn there.
And then he takes
damage.
24 points of fire
Roll
damage.
your damages.
He takes 24 points of fire damage, and he doesn't get a save. He just sucks it down. Because
24
you only
points.
get the save when the wall appears.
Which one was that? That was number 3. 24 points. Okay, he takes the damage. The rest of them you can see. I probably should have made more space, but okay, whatever. The rest of them seem to like actually make a smart decision, and they start pulling back a bit.
Oh,
Please
Counter
move,
play.
Bottle. I have
You
no
got it.
idea where you were to put you, so we'll put you here.
oh shit, he's gone off the map. He's gone invisible, we're fucked!
They've run off. Oh my god.
There. Please land. There we go. But yeah, they fucked off a bit deeper into the thing. I'm unlocking this fucking timer. Get out of here. Fuck off.
My timer! What's up?
Alrighty. No, that's themsies. Jackson's.
Exum's turn. Double shot into the guy closest to us. Try and keep them contained here and kill as many of them as possible before the other boys start arriving. 21 and 18 to hit.
Yeah. Both of those hit.
Okay, and that's gonna be another one. That's my 4th one for the evening. And 21 points of damage plus a d6 of 21 points of physical damage, 4 points of cold damage.
Alrighty. Now, alrighty, that is. You notice as you shoot it, it seems like it goes down for a moment, and until it. Tabletop back up, please. How much damage was that total?
21, 25. 4 cold, 21 physical.
TCs. Oh, okay, that is not enough for that to happen. Okay, yeah, no, he is dead. It looks for a moment, it like just hits the ground, almost leaning. You can tell that it like almost tries for a moment to get back up, but then it just like clumps and slumps and just dies.
Okay.
Alrighty. Anything else, Jackson?
Nope. That's me. Gonna get ready.
Okay.
Move down here. Get ready for our friends from the other side.
Alrighty.
This side seems to be disinclined to attack us further.
They seem to be disinclined to continue their assault upon our personages.
Yep. As long as the wall of fire and Chompy's there, I think we'll be reasonably okay.
Alrighty. So, what happens is, first, the door that just got bashed, the last turn, or round, I suppose, this time you just hear a massive crash and thung as it just gets, like, launched completely. And you notice there's one of them, like, behind it that then takes, like, a step back as the 2 other ones then start filing out. At the front, I should probably have something to differentiate these guys. Let's give them different colors.
Remember, oh shit, one of them has
You're
a
red.
crossbow.
That's the one we
And
killed
this
first.
guy's blue.
Yep.
The guy at the front is the one carrying the very, very large crossbow, and decides to. I wonder who does he decide to shoot first? He doesn't really have any target prioritization at one. Oh, I rolled a 1, so he hits Deanne. He doesn't hit. He goes for a shot. As you notice that it just aims directly at you, Deanne, and thunk. And let's see, what does it roll? It rolled a 17, and that's plus how much? Oh, okay, not a lot. So that's where you're lucky. That's a total of 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
Nice. All right. You are very lucky as you're just like ready to like you notice him like aiming at you, you're like, slightly bit worried, and then you like notice him fire, and then just kind of like do like slight
deflect
sidestep.
the bow.
It's kind of not something you're usually do against like missiles and projectiles. As you notice a massive fucking ball just like nearly
I
grazes
deflected
your.
contemptuously with my shield. Is that the best
Oh,
you
you
could
would.
do?
Oh yeah. You definitely go for like a deflecting thing, but you realize as like your shield just kind of smacks you a bit as you realize that massive fucking bolt just said "lol no" to your shield, as this is a very large bolt.
Right.
That one first, then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, that guy took a shot. Oh no, they still have more movement. I'm being silly. How much movement do they have, actually? They have that much movement. Alrighty. This guy used up probably 10, so he has... I can never remember how many squares is that.
2 squares is
6
in.
squares, okay. Yeah, I know. I just... How many 30 feet is in total, so it's 6 squares. So they still have 30 feet remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move over there. That guy's used up a bit less, so... But he still goes over there. That guy doesn't do anything.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, can he? Does he? No, it's just the melee attacks that he has. Alrighty. That is those guys done. Deanne, your turn.
Okay, so I'm maintaining concentration on the wall of fire, so within 60 feet. I need this guy with the red base to make a DC 18 wisdom save.
DC 18 wisdom save. Alright.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I'm being dumb.
As you
Why
hear
would
a
this guy still has
bell,
movement?
sort of a bell toll very loudly.
That is a DC. What was it again? Sorry.
DC 18.
DC. Oh yeah, that's a fail.
As you hear a bell tolling very loudly, and he takes 13 points of necrotic damage.
13 points of necrotic damage.
And then, as my bonus
Alright.
action, because that was a cantrip, 60 feet, so that would put it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 right there. We'll use that. There is, you see a Warhammer materialized, and I cast my spiritual weapon, which is going to attack the guy that I just cast Toll the Dead on. That is 27 to hit.
Alrighty.
And
27 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes 8 points of force damage as well. And that's me done.
Okay.
Alright, now sort of yell out to everybody, we got incoming!
Easy.
Alrighty, that is it. You done. We'll go back up top to Munt. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast a new instance of Nefarious Madness on them.
The first madness.
Okay.
Oh god, please tell me that they have to run off in a random direction.
They just walk
Oh,
off the
Lord.
mountain.
Does it specify that they have to put
Oh,
them,
that's
or does it
mischief.
say anything about not putting themselves in danger?
No.
Not that it matters. Oh, okay.
How does the mountain ledge away from us where we landed on?
Well, needless to say, it's kind of very spiky here. So if they do fall off, they're
That's
out of the
gonna
game.
hurt.
Even if they survive, these guys aren't exactly flying or climbing, so they're out of the game anyway. Because what is the effect about?
They need to make wisdom saves.
I was just wondering if
Okay.
people could dominate one and then just walk off the mountain. Then let go.
Dominator, fly, you fool.
Oof. That's a natural 20 and a fail. The guy at front makes it.
Well, he's charmed because the apple pies are floating around him.
Okay, so just charmed.
Yeah.
Alright.
So who's charmed?
Okay,
The
anything
guy
else?
with the red base or the blue base?
Red base.
Okay, so
No, the guy with the red base made the save.
okay.
So the blue base
So
guy
he's the one
is-
that we pound into oblivion then as we can.
Red one needs to die.
Charmer, creature can't attack jump, Charmer. Blah 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 blah. Or target the Charmer. Oh yeah, he just can't attack you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
Not
as long
attack it,
as we don't attack him, it doesn't break the charm, so he doesn't attack us.
Kill the red guy first, is what you're saying.
Pretty much in a
Pretty
nutshell,
much.
yes.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Alrighty, and that
Crazy
is the
water.
turn. Okay, tough group. They are just they're not gonna do anything because they don't really notice if anything's changed yet. So they're gonna just dodge actions. Jackson, your turn.
Wiggly wiggly woogly whoop. Gonna come over here.
Wobbly wobbly.
And then I'm gonna shoot this grid guy twice in his bitch mouth. And you said they're
Alright,
bigger than
go
the
ahead.
guys, right?
No, they're both large.
Okay.
For size, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All of them are larges.
All of them are large. Okay, load up a blue bolt and patoo! And patoo! Nice. Natural 20 and a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Nat 20 is 20 damage.
Oh, okay.
Normal hit is 11 plus 3, so 34 points of damage with 2 shots to that guy. With the red suit.
Right. So the second attack was 11, right?
Yes, 11 physical, 3 bold.
All right. This guy is looking very close to just not being alive anymore, but it's still hanging on barely. Anything else, Jackson?
Me?
Alrighty. So let's see, who is this guy to attack? Because it's the trio's turn again. Bolt guy is gonna make a shot at who's in the middle? Jackson. Or kind of hover. Well, whatever, Jackson. Anyway.
My seed! Or lack thereof.
Where is Jackson?
I'm right here.
That is a what is what?
Oh,
is
he's
your
under
AC
Munt.
anyway?
Not enough, 17.
17. That's an 18. Unfortunately, that hits.
Yep.
Just one closer. Where? Oh, that damage. Okay. You take. How much is that plus? Not a lot, but that's fine. You take 26 points of damage as a bolt hits you straight in your chest plate.
Oh my.
My god, this goes staggering backwards. I'm like, okay.
How much?
26.
26. 2, 6.
Okay, okay. Fair's fair. I load up one of my big bolts for next round.
Yeah, big bolts. And he's also going to. How many squares can he move? He can move. Pretty because it's. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. No, these guys have pretty good base movement speed. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he moves over there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That guy moves over there. Next to Flint. This guy is lagging behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brown. Makes it over there. Alrighty. Wait, is this guy? Can he do in range of anything?
Well, he's charmed, so he's not going to do anything.
Oh yes, you're right. It's not like
He's just-
was
Would he have
deadly.
even moved though? If you don't mind my asking.
He's just not
tech-
hostile. He's not an imbecile.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just acting hostile. He's just moving with his body. He's just
Okay.
gonna go give you guys a hug.
He does for 9 on the gun.
Yeah, the charmed creature can't attack the charmer or the target the char. Oh yeah, charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. So if I technically read that right,
Yes, you can
it does
attack me
mean
and
that
myself.
yeah, I can attack you two. I just can't target Munt.
Correct.
But yeah, he is, I think, out of range for all of his abilities. That's 5, 10. Yes.
Dodge the end. Dodge!
No, he's out of range, however. That's fine. Also, I realized that the Watergun Stone of Phones has a sprint on it. It has a reach of feet. No number.
Nice. Well, it's a large creature, so it's gonna have 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a lot of range anyway. So that is their turn. Dunzo. Deanne, your turn.
Okay. Question: would it be fair to say that the guy with the red base has he is missing some of his hit points?
Yes, since I shot
Yes,
him
he
for a lot
is
of damage.
fairly close to being deaded.
Okay. So there's a reason I ask this. Again, you hear a bell toll, and he's got to make a DC 18 Wisdom save.
DC 18 wisdom. These guys don't have very good wisdom, so you're very likely you didn't make it. Yeah, you make it. Or he fails.
Okay.
Your
Then he
attack
takes-
goes, or your
because he
goes
doesn't
off.
have he doesn't have all his hit points. Instead of 3d8, it's now 3d12.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's how Toll the Dead works.
Yeah, I like it. And he takes 18 points of necrotic damage.
Yes, that is more than enough to clobber him to death.
Then-
As just... Yeah, he dies. I don't even know how to describe how Toll the Dead
no,
kills somebody. They
his-
just die. They have a heart attack.
No, in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. My spiritual weapon moves closer to the guy at the back there and takes a swing at him.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That is a hit.
And he takes, he only takes 7 points of force damage. Does it knock him off the stairs? Hint, it's, force
Does it
damage.
have a
It's-
shove feature to it?
No, like I'm being hopeful here.
Then no, it doesn't. It does not push them off. All right. Anything else?
I am also going to move 5, 10, 15 feet. Sort of. Yeah. There. So that there's a bit of space between myself and Jackson. Because I want to start backing up those stairs. Because I've got a wall of fire behind me that's sort of like a safety net. So actually I could move from there. 10, 15, 20, 25. I could move 30 feet up to there.
Okay.
And that's me.
All right. That is you. So we go back up top to Munt.
I move cube.
Cool. Cool man.
That's not how you draw a square. You get the idea.
No, not at all.
You get the idea.
But I think I get the gist of it.
Oh, one again. Wisdom saves.
All right. The two of them must make a wisdom save rummies for me. That is. So your thing is 16, right?
Yes.
It rolled an 18, but has a minus. Oh no, wait, it's a 16, so they still make it. They rolled an 18, have a -2, so it's a 16, but still makes it. The other one fails though.
Then that one
The
is
guy at the
charmed.
back fail. Okay, the guy at the back is a charmed Aroni. Or
The guy in
charmed by
front
monk.
is now no longer charmed.
Yes.
Or how does it work?
Yeah, the guy at the front is no longer charmed.
Okay, so he resisted the effect this time out. Okay, cool.
Yes. Alright, anything else, Bunt?
Well, I'm not gonna fire. I'm gonna fucking throw fireballs out all over the place.
But they work!
Fireballs are a limited resource. I'm just gonna call the one that's not charmed ugly. And
Okay, vicious mockery, I assume?
Yeah.
You
so-
are ugly.
Wisdom save.
Ah, yeah, that's a fail. Yeah. They failed the wisdom save. Roll your damages.
8 psychic damage.
Hey.
And disadvantage on his next attack.
Alrighty. Disadvantage on his next attack. That could probably be pretty useful. Alrighty. Munt is done. Tough group. They probably heard the other guys moving in, so they are going to be brave. How much speed do these guys actually have before I have them moving too fast? No, they have the other speed. This guy's gonna be whoop whoop whoop. It's just gonna, stand fire. Actually,
And
no, is
take-
it?
Yeah,
Gonna
he
be-
moves into it, and if he ends his turn there, he's going to take
No,
5
that's
fire
not-
damage. There's no
Oh
save.
yeah, no.
There's only a save when
that's
it's passed.
Yes, we know.
Oh, that's not what I'm arguing. I'm thinking
Okay.
about what it's gonna do. No,
We
it's
all know
okay.
how
It's gonna
Warfire
stay
works,
there,
alright.
and it's gonna just gonna fight him. These guys are gonna move over here. These are still behind the wall.
Okay.
So they're not gonna take it just yet. This guy's gonna take an attack on Chompy. It's probably futile,
Does
but
Chompy's
whatever.
colour
Not
change
exactly smart.
based on his, whatever you've decided he's resistant to?
I can change him into whatever.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
time I summon him.
Chompy AC was what again? The
18 with disadvantage.
18 with disadvantage. Okay. Not that that matters. That was a 16 anyway. So yeah, that guy fails to hit, and those two others are taking the dodge action, and we go back. We go down to Jackson.
And he takes
Yes,
22
the fire
points of
damage.
fire damage.
Hey,
22 points.
blue
That's
guy's
number
coming closer.
4.
Looks like he's got
Okay.
hostile intent, so he's not a very nice guy. So I guess I'm gonna do the fighter thing and just be like ding a ding a ding bang, wing a wing a wing wang. Adds 30 to hit. And 17
Pretty
to hit.
hit, blue guy.
Yeah, and a 17. Not great.
17 to hit. How unusual. Let me double check. What does it say? No, that still hits.
How unusual.
Their armor they have is old and rusted and fails to protect them as much as one would
Nice.
expect. And that is
13 plus 6, so 19 points of damage for the first shot. And
Okay.
15 points of damage for the second shot, so that's a total of 34 points of damage to the guy closest to us.
alrighty. Lots of damage, and he looks a lot worse for it, but it's still up. Couple of good hits, a couple of more good hits, and he is down. But he's not down yet. Anything else, Jackson?
Bonus action. Can I bonus action anything? I should have probably done that before combat. I'm an idiot. I missed a bunch of damage. No, it's fine. That's me. Actually, since I didn't use my bonus action to do what I wanted to do. Nope. It's fine. I'm just gonna tell Chompy to keep on dodging. Keep him busy, boy! Okay, that's me, I guess.
Alrighty, that is you. So it is a turn of the trio group. This guy stomps closer to you, gets within, 10 feet. Then, the chain that they have, the spike chain, they just, ready it up, like a good swing, just behind them, straight, over your head, and directly at your head.
I don't like
Let's
this.
just see if that hits.
Please no. That's where I keep my hit points.
That is a 19 plus a lot.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that hits. So that is.
My hit points.
How's
That's
Maxim
max
looking?
damage. 16 plus 4, so 20 points of damage. And
How's Maxim looking?
I would like. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on. 20 points of damage and how much?
20 points of damage, and I would like for you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Ah!
My.
That's a fail, buddy!
Oh, that's a fail? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are dead.
You
are dead now.
get clonked on the head,
Oh no!
and you just lights out. You are unconscious now.
That's where I keep my hit points!
Oh god.
If only the man with the armor class hadn't run away from the squishy! I'm unconscious.
The
having a nap.
unconscious target repeats the saving throw if it takes damage, and at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Oh,
So every
man,
time you
that's
take
like-
damage, or at the end of your turn, you can make the save again.
Oh, that other guy can straight execute me now since I'm unconscious and prone. That's awesome.
So
Wait,
awesome.
I said that
Well,
out
I
loud.
mean,
I say,
they do
oh
it
fuck,
out
I
of-
said that out loud!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just
Oh, yeah.
doesn't have enough range. Actually, no, it has 10-foot range.
has
it
10
can
foot
still hit
range.
you.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, but you've got to make.
Go,
it's
Liddy,
an
go!
automatic. It's an automatic fail on your death save.
I'm
He's
not
not
dead
dead.
yet, I'm just unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not dead. So yeah, you're unconscious, so that means... Wait, hang on, let me double check what it actually does.
Well, you'll have advantage to hit me since I'm prone. And what else?
Unconscious creature is incapacitated. Blah 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 blah. Creature drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. The creature automatically
like that.
fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So the critical hit doesn't happen because they're
Alright,
not
good.
within 5 feet.
Can
But they still have advantage on you.
can I shout to DM? Like, you deal with them. I'll save the idiot.
How's this my fault? The man in plate mail and a shield ran away from them.
Oh,
Could have moved two behind me.
kind of lucky, but unlucky. Another 19 to hit.
Nice. Yeah, it's a hit.
Let's deal some dice. That is a. How much is that plus? That is only a 8 points of damage. Pretty
Only
weak.
That sucks.
8.
So little. I'm disappointed.
He did
do
not.
I-
He did not hit very well.
Do I need to make the save again, or?
Oh wait. Oh yes, because you take damage. So make the save again. The Yoka can push the target 5 feet away if the target is huge or smaller.
It's okay. I'm still
Oh.
unconscious because I rolled another 7.
Okay, you get
Natural
moved
PvP.
almost to the off the edge.
Nice.
You're right at the edge. Your unconscious body is right at the edge.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm good.
what did you roll for your save?
It's, a 4, so 7.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's not 14.
No. No, it's
Okay, so these guys are done.
not. I'm okay, guys. I just
Yeah,
need to get
you're
up again,
correct.
and I'll be fine.
Go kill
So
him.
Munt said he's gonna save him. So let me focus on these two then, because the others are still behind a wall of fire. Guy with a blue base. He's gonna hear a bell tolling. He's taking damage, right?
Yes.
So
Which
he
one?
needs to make
Chain?
a
Yeah, chain.
DC 18 Wisdom save.
Actually, all
Please.
of them second. Alright.
Does he pass or fail?
That is a fail. You're targeting Chain, right? The blue guy?
Sorry? Yeah. Targeting.
You're
the blue
targeting the blue guy.
guy. Yeah. So he takes 10 points of
Alright.
necrotic damage.
That's a. Right? So, click that one.
Okay, I can't move fast enough. So
These very low.
then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to recast Spiritual Weapon because it can't. There's no way I can move it fast enough there. So
Okay.
and my Spiritual Weapon now appears here in front of the blue guy and is gonna take a swing at him. That is 25 to hit
Yep.
and takes ouch, 6 points of force damage.
6 points is actually enough to kill it.
Haha!
As it goes down from your mighty spiritual weapon.
My hammers, my spiritual weapon takes the shape of a warhammer and then promptly proceeds to bash it on the big toe.
Yes. Alright, that is
And
your actions and
That's
bonus
me.
actions done, I
That's
think?
me. I'm keeping an eye on. I'm also
Alright.
keeping an eye on those three on the other side of the wall of fire, because I've still got myself and Chompy between it. So
Alright,
God,
so
Chompy's still
Munt-
Hello. I'm gonna come down to the floor,
Hello.
and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Levitate on the unconscious man. And then
Whoop, whoop,
and then
whoop,
shove him
Okay.
this way. And then fly back
Can
up.
you move it laterally? Horizontally?
It's levitate. I just have to push him.
You can't
Oh,
live
that- yeah,
you
that's-
can lift
yeah.
yourself up and down, but if you're like pushing off of a wall or something, or somebody pushes you, you can go directions.
Yeah, no, yes, you're right. I was being dumb. Like, for a second I forgot that Hippo can just interact with your body. So, you know,
Please
yeah.
never use that sentence
That's
again.
fine.
that's
Fine, I
so
won't.
wrong.
Please do not have Hippo interact with my body anymore.
Alright, Hippo pushes your unconscious form.
Oh shit!
And then
Alright, anything else?
yeah, I'm gonna say you're a dingus to that one and vicious mockery him.
You're a
You're a
dingus.
dingus.
I would just like to point out that as part of going unconscious, my weapon is lying on the ground where I collapsed beneath you. So even if I do go conscious, I'm useless where I am currently. I cannot attack anything.
Well, it's
it
fine
fails.
because you're just gonna keep floating
roll
away.
damage.
Shit.
7. 7
Seven
and disadvantage
points
on
of
his next attack.
Damage.
That's amazing. 10 out of 10.
How far can I push him anyway?
I mean, you have a broom. Could just, you know, hug him anywhere you wanted to. No, that's even worse. God damn it, Brain.
Stop
That
it,
is worse.
stop!
I'm just,
Stop!
I'll just. He's just gonna sail off.
Oh, no.
Fuck it, time to improvise.
Right, so, Mark is done. Tough group. Okay, this guy is gonna just try and attack Chompers again. At disadvantage, because he's not very smart. Fail, unsurprisingly. These guys are going to use most of their movement to squeeze through two targets.
no!
And just, actually, no, one of them can only squeeze through target. He's
Shit.
literally like clambering over Chompers.
Okay.
But he's gonna take the fire damage because he moves through the firewall,
Yeah.
and the other one can't because there's not enough space.
Okay. So
Next,
they.
to roll the damage for me.
Yeah. 29 points of fire damage.
29 points. Oh, this guy has
going
hit.
tits up.
Oh no, he has.
And that's on both of them.
For you, maybe.
Mud's like, maybe that 60 gold isn't worth it. I'm out, bitches!
Alrighty, and this guy, how much? See, he still barely has enough. Alrighty, barely enough to survive. And this guy's just out of range, so that's fine. Okay. Alrighty, that is the toughs done. Jackson, make your save. See if you become unconscious again.
Nope.
Oh,
I cannot into save tonight. I rolled another shitty roll.
nice, amazing. Okay, so
Woobly woobly woobly.
that is that done. Okay, this guy's can't really reach Munt because Munt's hovering bastard, and goes for Jackson, trying to just pummel him at disadvantage.
You mean deer?
Yeah.
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 Yes. My brain. And fails. Misses. Perfectly.
Great, I found a video of you.
Okay, so
And these guys are done because the rest of them are dead.
yeah, my turn then. So okay, so now that he's there, I'm going to stabbity stab at him with my spear. That is
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and he takes he takes 8 points of piercing damage, and also just let me see here, that is an additional 1d8 fire damage. And he takes an additional 6 points of fire damage. And then my spiritual weapon attacks him as well.
Okay.
And that is 26 to hit. And
Yeah.
that is an additional 12 points of force damage.
Alrighty. Pretty good hits. A couple of more good hits, and this guy also goes down. But he's not yet down yet. He's still clinging on, wishing to just pummel you into death. Alrighty. Anything else at the end?
That was action, bonus action. I could try and move,
Movement?
provoke an attack of opportunity, but
Not if you get to the other side of him. Stay in the square adjacent.
yeah, I want to sort of get through there and get behind him there.
Hold on, hold on. Watch yourself.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a squeeze. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can squeeze through people.
Yeah, so I
it's
get
just it's
there.
considered difficult terrain.
Yeah, and then so that would count as that was 5, 10, so that's 20 feet of movement. So if I move another square, would that? No, there's fine. Behind him's fine, and that's me.
Okay. Alright, that is you, Munt.
So Jackson's going to continue floating away.
Alright.
Amazing.
I guess I'm
Another
gonna have to cast a fireball to try and get these three.
Chompy
Alrighty.
forgives you.
Deck save, please.
Alrighty. 3 of the lot. The whole lot. The lot of 3. Wow, good rolls, guys. Yeah, they all fail.
28 fire damage.
28. Does any of them survive? Nope. And they are all incinerated. And since the damage is so fucking high, there's no way they can make the DC on that ability, so I'm not gonna even bother. They are all incinerated.
And as a bonus
Nah.
action, I'm gonna give inspiration to Jackson.
Okay. Give him
How do you
inspiration.
inspire somebody who's unconscious?
Wake up, you dumb son bitch!
Get up, you whore! Get up!
Stop sleeping, bitch! Stop sleeping! Alright, anything else, Munt?
Nope.
Alright, you are done. Tough guy group is all dead, so never mind them. Jackson, make your save.
Hell yeah! Constitution, baby! 17!
Yes.
And you didn't even need the
17, that is
inspiration.
enough.
Is that beginning or end of my turn I have to make the save?
End of your turn.
Let me double check. I think it's at the end. If it takes damage, and at the end of each of its turns. So it is at the end, unfortunately. So
That's
we go to trio group, which is pretty much just this one guy.
Oh, so Jackson wakes up.
And
Yeah.
what is-
Yeah, I'm just like... Yep. Just like close my eyes and like start nodding off again.
You're not at all worried about the fact that you are simply floating off in midair?
I'm obviously still dreaming, duh.
Oh no, it's just gonna try and attack. That's not it.
Slap a bitch!
He's gonna go for that attack.
Okay.
He rolls. What is your AC again?
21.
21. Yeah, no, that's a miss. Whoosh. Big battering ram style clubs.
Whew.
Misses. Nope, that's it. And it is your turn, in fact.
Okay, so if I take a 5-foot step back, that's fine. I'm going to do that so that there's a bit of space between us. And again, clang! You hear a bell tolling. Please, DC 18 Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Fail. Do your damage.
That is 3d12. And that is... Ooh, that's a good one. That is 26 points of necrotic damage. And then my spiritual weapon as my bonus action is going to smack at him too. And that is 26 hits. And 7 points of force damage.
Okay, so I for whatever reason I missed your first damage numbers. So how much is that in total?
The Toll the Dead was 26 points of necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, it's dead already.
Okay.
I just completely my internet cut off for a moment there again. So I did not hear you say that at all.
Okay.
But it is very much dead.
Okay. And then I dispel the wall of fire as well.
I'm just like floating away. Every so often I open my eyes, I'm like, man, this is a trippy dream. Except you guys aren't naked this time.
My spiritual weapon.
Hello, floating off into the distance.
Man, do you want to go and fetch Jackson?
No.
We kind of need him, don't we?
I'll go fly at him on my broom and shunt him back this way.
I was gonna say, if you don't, Chompy will just come and get me.
He slowly floats back this way.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. Have Jumpers just get Jackson back.
Guys, I'm having the weirdest
right.
dream right now.
What are you dreaming about?
I was like flying over there, and then Munt had to fly over because I was flying, but I couldn't control my flying, so I was flying
should've
away, but then he flew me back.
Pinch Jackson's ear.
Ow!
Not a dream.
Oh. I like sulkily walk over and pick up my crossbow.
Well, you're still levitating.
Yeah, just like pulling myself along the ground.
Doggy paddle.
Doggy paddling over, pick up the crossbow. I
Okay.
need to get a second crossbow.
Shall
I don't wish to alarm anybody, but I'm bleeding out of my ears. Are we going to get rest for the evening so we can bandage up, or are we going to try one of these doors first?
Well, I think let's just try and go through.
Which door we want to try? Big group or small group?
Let's go big group.
Big
There
group?
were more of them there, so stands to reason that that door's probably got something more important behind it.
I look in the door. What's in the door?
You look through the door, opening it, and inside you see almost nothing. It is just a circular room. With the top, there are windows that just light inside, and there is a singular plinth. With above it is crystal.
Ah, shit.
A
But
blue
there's a floaty thing here for
humming
you.
The crystal, does the crystal look like it fits into one of the two plinths in the central platform?
Oh yes.
Yeah, okay.
Nearby, however, next to on one of the walls, there is a small altar that seems to have 3 glass vials on it, or crystal, more like decanters.
Drink
those
'em.
kind of looking things.
Someone drink them.
What colors are they?
So, what was that, Griff?
What colors are the vials?
They are red. The vials themselves are crystal clear, because they're crystal. But the liquid inside is a red color.
Swig it.
Swig it. Alright. So, you heal for a greater healing potion, which is... Ah, fuck, where did I put it? Does anyone remember those stats for greater healing potions? Because I fucking lost my stats.
Fine. I gotcha.
Yeah, greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4, and that is the amount you heal for.
That's pretty good. I get 18 healing. Yay. Oh, guys, you should totally try this stuff. It's delicious. I'm gonna take the other 2 and bring them out and hand them. It's real good.
Do I recognize what this? Do we recognize this thing as some kind of healing potion, or?
You see injuries like closing up. I'm just like licking my lips, like.
Oh yeah. But based on the fact that your companion is undergoing a rapid regeneration, or well, not really real
Take the one that he offers me, and I
but
put it in my bag, and say, "I'll have it a bit later once we've sorted everything out."
Delicious.
Take your word for it.
alright, you take one of them has been drunk, and there is one more remaining in the hands of Jackson.
Well, he said he was giving one to me and one to Munt, so...
Well, I don't need it.
I mean,
I'm
I
good.
assume Munt takes it.
No, I'm good. I don't need it.
Alright.
You want it?
No, I'm good.
Delicious. Put it in food.
No, that's a waste.
Hold on
Okay.
to it for now, Jackson. Maybe...
Maybe one. Okay, is there anything else in there?
Let's just
Um,
inspect this chamber and just have a good look through it and figure out how to get that crystal down.
Can we just pull it down?
I mean, it's at the chest height. You can just grab it.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything else in this chamber?
The chamber, otherwise, beyond the crystal and the little altar with the vials, is completely empty.
Okay, grab the
Nice.
crystal and let's move to the other side.
Man should do the honors for
All right, on the Munt should do the honors.
Yeah, we checked out this one. You should check out that one.
Yeah.
No, Mun's good out
Okay,
here.
Yeah.
Munt's just flying on his broom.
Got them aerial.
All
halfling.
right, you open the door, and much like the other one, there is a
Well,
crystal.
In this case, there is no more door. Remember they broke it down.
Yes, you are correct. Thank you for reminding me. There is no longer any door, and inside you can see there is a crystal, much like the other one. This one is humming with red,
Mhm.
and there is an altar that has crystal vials on them with blue liquid.
Okay, I sort of pop the cork and have a sniff.
If you want to identify it, what would that be? Arcana or nature? Arcana.
Okay. Oof, that's not very good. 9.
9. With a quick deduction and comparing it to all of your knowledge of healing, you are absolutely certain that this is also another greater healing potion.
Okay,
But
I
just-
put all 3 in my bag of
It's a
holding.
different color one.
Okay.
In the bag of hold.
Yep.
Bag of stuff.
So there's 3 of
Bag
them,
of
you
holding.
say.
The holding, the bags, the holding.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen. What is next?
Okay, and then
Stick a
grab the crystal as well. Go back and put a
Stick
crystal,
'em in.
but,
Easy
but
enough.
making sure that they match the sides they were from.
All right.
Okay, so
Put
like
the
the one
crystals
on,
in and shroom, and shroom. Easy enough. And few
Oh boy, oh boy,
moments
oh
of
boy.
silence. And then you notice a quickly increasing hum noise, as then the central pillar completely like engulfs with just white light, and it just like shoots out like tall into the sky, just seemingly like going
my.
on for infinity.
Nice. So how does it work?
I jump into the beam.
Yeah.
Now he jumps in the beam.
All right, you jump into the beam.
My final words are fuck this gay earth.
Air.
Is that why you've been flying all the time?
Alright. Alrighty,
Mm.
ready.
We jump into. Please don't tell us we have to make like
Alright,
deck
all of
saves.
you. You jump through and find that the other side of whatever this portal is very much like where you just left, but it's somewhat different. You are at the top of a mountain, and looking down, you can see plains, rivers, and mountain ranges, and other forests. First thing you notice that this is not the same locations; they're all a bit off. For instance, the colors. The water you can see from up here is a bit too blue, and the plants are more of a sickly greens and browns. And the most odd thing is that when you look up, instead of a sky, you see another version of the same area that you just noticed. There seems to be no sky, instead more terrain. And in the distance, you see a structure that seems to have been carved out of an entire mountain. Very far away. That or it's a lot closer and just perspectives are weird. You're not completely sure.
Huh.
Oh yeah, the area you're actually standing on is effectively just a copy of what you saw on the other side.
Okay.
But you don't see the bridge slates or anything.
So, is this the moon?
Yeah,
Doesn't seem very cheesy.
I jump.
You jump, and the normal distance that you would expect is slightly less, but not by a lot. You feel slightly lighter.
So, where do you guys
Okay.
think we are?
I have no idea.
Well, should we head down into the bush and set up camp? Base of
Yeah,
operations, get ready, check out the surrounding area.
yeah, I think regardless of what happens, we need to let's just get our bearings, and we got to figure out. If this is where we're supposed to be, there's got to be a temple around here somewhere. So,
Hey, Bun, can you do like a flyover? Check if there's anything in the area, like any structures or something we can use for base camp?
I zoom around and look. You using
You
my
zoom
spy
around.
glass.
zoom, zoom.
Beyond the big temple you see in the distance that has been seemingly carved out of an entire mountain, and the more you glance at it occasionally as you're looking for a little place to rest, it does in fact seem your eyes are not playing tricks on you, and it is carved out of an entire mountain. But you refocus on your task ahead and find yourself what seems to be maybe good for a location, as you see that there's a small campfire ongoing with what seems to be looks mostly humanoid, but a bit gaunt, sitting in front of a cave, this little campsite.
Hmm.
I'm a message the other two. There's a dude sat over there.
Or away there?
What was that, Griff?
How far away are they?
From where you are, it's probably gonna take you. It's about 200 feet or so, but it's a bit of a climb to get there. Having to find
Well-
a path, or if you fly, it's pretty easy. In a few moments. Not even that.
I reckon.
I'm gonna sneak down, hood up, go and have a look at this fool. Wait, Yerdwin, I'll be right
Oh,
back.
you can sneaky
Okay.
make a stealth check for me.
He being
A
sneaky
steal
bitty.
chick. Let's see. That's a garbage roll.
Yes.
Wow, fuck me!
Steal.
I haven't managed it all over to 5 yet. What the fuck is going on for my checks tonight? 14 with advantage with a
Amazing.
+9. Amazing.
14. You successfully creep up slowly. I assume you're not getting really close. You're not here to stab him in the kidneys. You're getting close
No.
enough to observe the guy. Looking at him, it seems to be an man. It's hard to tell the age because they look old, but they're also gaunt. Looks like they don't eat or drink enough. They're wearing like these dirty robes. Like they're not even enough to cover like fully cover his legs. And just like they're like slightly above the knees, just shredded. Yeah.
20 years, tusks,
Looks very
like
much
that.
like. Oh no! It beyond those factors, he looks very human. And they are just quietly sitting in front of a small campfire. Occasionally, they put like a few sticks that they have into the fire to keep it going. Have a small.
Sneak back again. Do we want to talk to this guy? We're gonna bypass him? We're gonna murder him? Plan of action here.
Well, we don't know where we are. Or we've got no idea what's happening here. Let's go and talk to him. Worst comes to worst, we can protect ourselves. But
Yeah,
yeah,
makes sense.
maybe
Okay,
you can
let's
tell us
go.
where we need to go. Or what we need to do.
All right. All of you decide to go and have a little chat with this gentleman.
Yes.
Walking, I assume completely out in the open and not trying to scare the poor fucker. You just walk up,
Why would
and
we want
as you
to
get
scare the
closer,
poor
he's
man?
just like, travelers. Just making sure. So, and he's like, travelers, I see.
Oh no, he's got moon cancer.
Step back 5 feet. I social distance.
Oh, what are you being so careful about? I just had a little bit in my throat. Oh, doing a lot of talking recently, you say? I
Where are
don't
we, old
have
man?
moon aids.
Doing a lot of talking recently?
I step
He's
back
got
another
moon
5
aids.
feet.
I sort of incline my head and greetings, old man.
Yes, hello.
Where are
We're
we?
not from around here. Where are we?
Oh, I could tell that you weren't around here. Ah, you are in the moon, of course.
Okay, well, that's good. That's kind of actually where we wanted to be. My name is Dian, and these are my companions, and we've come here looking. Well, we're looking for something called God Blood. Do you know anything about about this stuff?
A drop. Ah, you want a drop of the Titan's blood, don't
Fucking
you?
everybody knows about this shit except us by the look of it.
Titan's blood.
Oh, yes, that's how I ended up here.
Oh,
I did a
boy.
lot of studying back on, well, home, I suppose.
Okay.
Been a while. I came looking for a singular drop of the blood of gods. Do you know much about gods? I don't mean the ones who are all ephemeral and up in the heavens and blah blah blah. I mean the ones that once walked with us.
Would Dion have heard any kind of like anything like that in teachings as a cleric?
Nope.
Okay.
No teachings, no history books, no libraries, nada.
Okay. I don't. Sadly, the teachings I follow mentioned no such event or gods behaving like that.
Well, that's because not many people would want to acknowledge that. Especially since the gods do meddle in the lives of mortals, even though they're too important to walk among us. They'd rather forget about that little episode.
Ah. What could you tell us more, if you don't mind, sir?
Oh, surely, of course. What would you like to know?
Is there a month
well-
on the moon?
Nah, what's a month? Is that a creature?
Is there any portion of the made of cheese?
I doubt you'll find any cheese on the moon.
My mother lied to me.
Not... Well, that's unfortunate.
I reach
Perhaps you can
into
find
my
some
bag of
cheese.
bounty to try and bring out some cheese.
How does the bag of bounty
Yeah,
work?
sure.
I'm trying to get some comfortable cheese.
Comfortable cheese?
Yeah, the food quality is comfortable. I've rolled enough to get some comfortable cheese to give to Jackson.
And you got
I
comfortable cheese.
I pretend to like pull it out the floor.
Make a sleight of hand check for me,
Oh,
please.
I'm real good at these. 18.
18. You just notice Munt just go on the ground and, like, seemingly just no problem, just pulls out a chunk of cheese off the ground.
You just gotta know
What?
where to look.
You must teach me the skill.
Oh.
I actually saw him. Because I have a passive.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but were you
Nice.
were you looking in my direction? I could have been behind you.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
I'm behind Jackson.
That's absolutely right.
He saw
Comfort
he saw
cheese.
nothing and is blissfully ignorant.
He saw nothing.
I'm so glad my mother wasn't wrong. I'll never fail you again, Mom. What's the old guy doing during this?
He's just quietly looking at you. Cheese. And I thought I was mad. I suppose you have to be pretty mad to be here.
How long have you been here?
Oh, 2 centuries now?
How did you get here?
Well, probably the same way you did. That celestial steps. Ooh.
You fight a bunch of guys?
No. I, maintain some stealth to do it. And don't ask me how. Those are still trade secrets.
Inside check. Is he being a skeevy motherfucker or is he telling the truth?
He's telling the truth about the fact that he's not going to tell you. But sure, make
Sure,
a
about
insight
the
check to see
stealth
if
part,
he's lying
though.
about the fact that he's. Yeah, stealth part. Make
Oh
your
boy, I can't
check,
wait to roll
please.
another shitty roll. 12 again. Second 12 I denied.
12.
Ah, your dice getting it old. He's lying, the son of a bitch.
You're fairly certain. You're fairly certain he's being exactly honest.
Okay.
The shit-eating dream mostly, lets you
Forgive
know that.
my asking, sir. You mentioned when
no,
we've,
no need to call
when-
me sir.
if you've been here for a couple of centuries, you've got a couple of years on me, so, sir.
Fair.
You said that you've been talking a lot. Has anybody else been here recently?
Oh, I haven't been talking a lot. You might have misheard me.
Ah,
I haven't had a proper discussion in, 1 or 2 centuries.
okay.
Locals aren't fond of small people like you and me.
A bit racist.
Alright.
Perhaps, but to me, just the nature
Well-
of this place and its occupants.
Occupants. What can you tell us about them, or about this place in
Oh,
general?
well, that's simple.
Anything that would aid us in
They
our
are
quest?
giants abound. Sorry, your quest? What was
Giants.
that about your quest?
None of your
Weird.
damn business, that's what.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, and you can't just go around telling
Secrets.
everybody about everything.
Please forgive my companions. It's been a long couple of days. What can you tell us about the giants that
Oh,
live here?
don't worry about them. I am quite amused by any conversation.
Can I make a perception check to sort of try and figure out this guy's mental state?
That would be insight. To kind of
Okay.
figure out
Alright.
what in Brain Pan work now. Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
insight.
That would be 23.
He looks mostly stable, mostly, and it also looks like he isn't all there.
Well, if he's been here for as long as he said he has, and he's been on his own, yeah, no, it's not surprising he's not all there.
So, I
What-
know you said not to pry into your quest, but what brings
what
you
quest?
here?
If he's not all there, I'm gonna play this. What quest?
And we did already kind of tell him. We were here for the blood.
Yeah, do that.
Hmm?
Indian?
Oh, you mean coming here seeking? Yeah, the god's blood thing. Yeah. No, we're just curious.
Has anything he said like been a lie or anything?
You're fairly certain that when he talked about being sneaky, that wasn't exactly honest, but otherwise,
I
no,
cast Zone
not
of
really.
Truth.
Oh, we have a mage among us.
No, I'm a chef.
So, what is it such information you want out of me to be able to cast to have to cast such a spell
He
like
needs,
that?
he needs to make a DC 16 charisma save.
He fails it on purpose.
He's a double bluff. He's bluffing us.
I think we all do as well because it's a 15-foot radius sphere.
A charisma saving throw.
Yeah,
I didn't even
How
know
much?
that.
I pass. DC 17.
I fail.
What's a charisma saving throw?
It's where you look pretty, so pretty.
Yeah, Jackson never lies. It's all good.
Slightly paranoid about something, are we? I don't blame you.
We've had some bad luck recently with unpleasant sort of fellows who, yeah, well, it's better to be safe than sorry. where can we find the, well, what you call Titan's blood? And if
He just kind of
what were you
looks
looking
to his
why-
right towards the giant temple carved out of the mountain, and just kind of looks, like, stares at it like 5 minutes, and like for like a moment, like 5 seconds, and then just looks at you like, dude,
in there?
come on.
Oh, well, you
Oh,
never
yes.
know. Sometimes
In
people,
there.
in acts of subterfuge. What can we expect to find in that temple?
Oh, nothing much. Just I instead will attempt to kill you.
Why would they attempt to kill us?
Because they're not exactly fan of, the smaller folk. Including myself. I'm not just being racist towards the halfling.
So, alrighty. So, if you've been here for so long, why haven't you been able to get it? If you're so sneaky.
Because I'm not strong enough. And I am unable to leave.
Why can't you leave? What's keeping you
Oh,
here?
because, when I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. When my compatriots arrived here, and we went to try and get us our prize, one of them may have slightly cursed me to be unable to leave this.
Wouldn't happen to have been a chap by the name of Yuri, would it?
No, that wasn't him. That was...
I cast
No,
Greater Restoration on him.
Greater Restoration to do what?
Removes a curse.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And just touch him and just Greater Restoration is like, well, you are full of surprises, Mr. Chef. I assume you still can. I assume you always dress like a chef.
Yeah, I'm a chef.
Full of surprises. Well, then. I suppose I could make my way back now.
You
Oh, I
said-
should have asked,
when-
you-
when
are
I
you good or
mentioned
evil?
Yuri,
Good or evil?
You have to tell the
I
truth.
have no real reason to be evil.
when I mentioned Yuri, you said not him. So does that mean you know or knew Yuri or a Yuri?
No, I do not know of Yuri.
Well, you stay up here, you're going to. As he's probably not far behind us.
Noted.
And he is well. He's something else. And he's looking for, well, he's looking for this Titan blood as well, and the things he's done to try and get it, not pretty.
That's not good.
No.
Definitely not up to anything good, because let me tell you that there is not many things you can use that blood for.
What would you use it for? What would it
Um,
be used for?
All of them are more or less esoteric, but most of them have to do with, well, divinity. Most of us don't have anywhere near the fortitude to be able to handle that levels of power.
Munt, you should make it into a hero's feast.
That would be amazing to watch. I'm so curious what would happen if you actually made a feast out of it. The mutations would be glorious.
Mutations?
Oh, yes. Even a drop of a god's blood, especially of a titan, can cause many things to spring forth. Even if it just hit the ground, people might begin to exist. Humans, orcs, well, none of those nerds would names would mean anything. They would be completely new races. But to ingest it would mean that all that power would happen inside of you. It would be very curious.
Well,
to
if
see
you
what
if you want me
happened.
to make you a cake out of this stuff, Jackson, I will.
I mean, we should make a cake. He said it doesn't work because people aren't strong enough for the blood drop thing. But if
Oh,
we put
yes.
it in food and then we all eat the food, then it's diluted, like when you make coffee, and then
You mean bean
we all
juice?
become Yes, and we all become demigods.
Well,
It's
if
easy.
you survive the mutations, but I don't think it will be as pleasant, or you will be as powerful as you assume. More of a professional curiosity on my part, but don't let me stop you. I'm curious to see what happens. Maybe you will become demigods.
Well, the plan is to
Yeah, well,
at least stop Yuri from getting it.
So tell me, what has this Yuri done that makes you so uncomfortable with him having this god blood?
Well,
He ate at my
basic-
restaurant and didn't pay.
I see.
Yep, fuck it. Go with that.
And is that it? You say that this man is a fearsome foe, and that's his extent of his evil,
very bad
Not-
man.
pain.
The number of deaths he's orchestrated and had a direct hand in.
Fascinating.
63 gold.
But what for?
He's looking for this.
Shit, how are we gonna get here, guys?
We left him a note.
Yeah, but does he know about the rocks?
Left him a very detailed note.
Oh man. Imagine what he could build with the drop, though.
Oh, the things you could build powering with that thing.
That's creepy, old man. Speculating with my friends over here.
What? I'm not allowed to speculate.
No. Creepy and weird.
No, I wish to speculate. It's one of my
Walk
favorite
away.
things.
I walk away.
No, don't leave. I wish to speculate.
I walk into the jungle. It's like 100 meters.
Well, your friend seems to have been off-put.
He gets like that. Yeah. Basically, whatever Yuri's doing is we've found strange, well, stitched together corpses and things coming to life and clones, and he butchered my entire brigade in an ambush.
He didn't pay for a meal.
And
He's stitching things together?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Is there anything else you might be able to say? What else he's done somewhat related to that?
Please stop giving the creepy old guy ideas.
you're like how far away? Can you even hear any of this?
Not
I'm
really.
I'm just internally screaming at this point. I'm just sitting down with chompers, like on a rock. And then they're gonna keep fucking asking him stupid questions about stupid shit, and then he's gonna keep asking them, and then it's gonna turn out to be like a really fucking ugly, disfigured clone of Yuri that's like Yuri 12, who's like a failsafe that he put here or some shit. And then there's gonna be fucking 3 Yuris now. I'm just like sitting there having like a mental breakdown to like chompers. He's just listening patiently to me ranting at him at this point.
It's pretty good.
Oh god, my stomach hurts from that laughing now. Oh fuck.
I could levitate him and throw him off the moon.
But yes, it's fine. You guys carry on. I'm having an existential crisis there in the forest. It's all good. Well, idly poking with a stick for cheese occasionally.
Well, we know that they were mining for blood on our world, and doesn't look like they had much joy.
Mining for blood? What kind
Yep.
of blood?
Well, we're guessing this stuff.
So they were stitching things together.
Mm-hmm.
They were attempting to find a drop of god blood. Did they do anything else with whatever they mined?
Well, we did wind up having to fight globs of it, that sort of came alive.
They wouldn't have anything to do with this, Yuri. Didn't have anything to do anything in this project of his relating to souls, would it?
We haven't come across anything. I don't have anything in my notes about souls.
No,
Do we
the
have
only
anything that I've
thing is
missed?
that the artificer you guys met and who helped had a crystal that's somehow relating to making something with soul. Like, it relates to soul somehow. And he was making an art, like some kind of artificer construct thing for the Empire itself, for the state.
Well, the only thing that the only thing that we've come across is some sort of artificer construct that had but something to do with souls, but it was too complicated for me to understand at any rate.
A crystal? Well, did it have
Why?
anything to do with crystals?
Yes, it did actually. A very
Like
big
a
crystal.
rainbow-colored one?
Why?
Oh, because I think I know what your fellow is doing.
Would you mind sharing?
But that would
this?
be... He kind of rambles to himself from, that would be kind of insane. And also for what purpose?
Well, this guy isn't sane,
Zone
so...
of truth, tell us now, please.
Ah, yes, sorry, I was just thinking. Most likely he is trying to revive one of the titans, one of the gods of old.
Oh, shit. That wouldn't go well for anybody, would it?
Oh, no. The real question is why, though.
Well,
A titan
the guy's
would attempt
batshit
to-
crazy, so... Does the
Well-
why really matter?
Perhaps.
Do you have any idea how we can stop him?
Well,
Eat
you
the
don't
blood.
let him... You don't let him access the drop of blood in that temple over there.
So,
It's kind of a crucial element in trying to revive one.
Okay. So...
Guess I'm making a blood cake.
Oh
I
yeah!
pull out a mixing spoon in a badass slow motion way.
Blood pudding.
Well,
guess
if you
we
are
could-
going to make it into a meal, do you mind if I tag along? I'm quite curious to see what the results are.
I actually do mind.
Oh, please. I promise to be helpful.
No.
It's a temple full of giants. Can we really turn down the help?
Yes,
I-
quite easily.
I recurse him and leave.
How would you even recurse him?
See, I don't know. I was expecting him
Just
to
the
crumble
curse.
into dust or something when I remove the curse.
Bestow curse.
I don't have that. I'm a good boy. I only have one spell that hurts people.
dominate person and go. Ooh, we should bring him with. We could dominate person him and then have him drink the god blood and see what happens.
I can do that.
If we were evil people.
But we're
That-
not.
No, we're not.
That would be definitely very an evil action.
Yes, I know. Abdicating someone's free will, blah blah blah. And that, Chompers, is why we should kill them all. Especially the creepy old ones.
Well, I've got spoon in hand and a whisk in the other, and I'm walking towards the temple now.
So is that a yes or? Well, I guess you can't. Well,
Can't stop you from coming with. Just,
Are you gonna come
I'll
with-
stay
you
out
gonna
of the
cross me?
way.
I suppose it goes without saying, you try and screw us over, and it's not going to go well for you.
Oh,
I would like
yes.
to point out the fact that this guy is several centuries old and is apparently human.
Yeah,
Well-
but he was cursed, though.
He was cursed and at magic.
You
and
age different on the moon.
Being cursed doesn't make you age different suddenly.
Can I roll to know that you age different on the moon?
Unfortunately, you wouldn't really have any access to that kind of information.
I want to roll.
As far as you know, not really.
Well,
I'm
but
before
you
we
can
leave
form
the-
any information you want.
Before we leave the zone of truth, I turned to him and was like, "Are you even human?"
Well, not really.
What are you?
I don't really know, to be honest. I thought I
Really?
was human.
I cast Identify.
What does identify allow you to figure out?
I touch one object, and if it's magic or magic imbued, I learn its properties and how to use them, and whether or not he requires attunement, and how many charges he has, if any.
He's not magic.
I also
he
learn whether
doesn't
any
have
spells are
magical
affecting the
objects in
item
him,
and what
he
they
doesn't
are.
have charges. Sorry, what was that last part?
I also
don't
learn
know.
any spells that are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
None, as far as you can tell. There's no magic. He's
How did you manage
Human,
to
but not.
survive for more than a century in this place? You should have died of
No.
old age.
well, I mean, like I said, not exactly human. Not that I knew that before I came here, but you know. As for otherwise surviving, being careful.
For this long, you should have died of old age.
Like I said, age seems to be a bit different for me.
We could just tie him
No.
to his chair.
Look,
He wasn't sitting in the chair; he
I
was
thought
sitting
he
on
was
the
on the chair.
ground.
it's an extra pair of hands. If there's giants in that temple and they're hostile, we're
Sending
gonna
in
need to
first
help.
to flush them out, and then we fireball the group.
Oh, let's hope they're not fire giants.
Why are you just shitting in my porridge today? I just wanted a cheese moon.
You got your fucking cheese.
Yes, but now you're bringing creepy old men into it.
Creepy old man could be a useful meat shield. Let's go.
I'm gonna just follow Bunt if he comes past me with his cheesy whisk.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna give
So
Chompy
you-
orders.
Chompy orders?
Yes. I said, boy, if this man ever takes hostile action against us, I want you to maul his face off and breathe fire on him and then eat what's left.
A very enthusiastic. Yes.
Just to. Yeah.
Before I catch up with Jackson, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna try and pull out some wealthy cheese.
Whoa, wealthy cheese.
Nice.
No, I bought some
Oh.
rancid cheese instead.
Oh.
I failed my roll. I aimed
Rancid
too
cheese.
high.
Flew too close to the sun, man.
I give it to Jackson anyway.
Ooh.
And I know it's camembert.
Nice.
You know,
I'm gonna
real,
feed
real
Chompers most
stinky
of it.
cheese.
It's Chomper's favorite. You usually get it in the cities, but it's really expensive. I'm gonna start feeding Chompy all the cheese, so that I can breathe fire from both ends.
How does Chompy react to the faux camembert?
But he loves cheese.
Well, mind you, it's a dragon's digestive system, so rancid or not, it's not going to give him the trots or anything. Okay, so do we want to like rest for the night before we go in and hit this temple? Maybe, keep an eye out and see if Yuri and his cronies are following, or do we want to go straight in and try and get that blood?
I don't trust this guy.
I also don't trust the old man, especially.
I can go and scout the temple if you guys want to chill out here. I can do a quick scoot around the exterior and see what we're dealing with. See what kind of giant folk they are.
Okay.
We should seriously tie up that old man, though.
We probably should.
If we go inside, I do not trust anything that doesn't even know what species it is or how old it is, and that laughs in a creepy way, and knows about god blood, and is on the moon! I don't think that's a good idea. I cast Pass Without a Trace and all of us in head for the temple.
Except the old man.
Yeah, obviously. Anytime I say all of us, it excludes him. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Alright. Cast Pass Without Trace on everybody, excluding old man.
I do like that Random said that does Jackson go around shooting all old men. It does seem that Jackson doesn't like old men.
It does, doesn't it?
It's not my fault that all these old NPCs are creepy pedo Hitlers.
Creepy pedo Hitlers. Wow.
So, I'm gonna scoot ahead.
Alrighty, you go and scoot ahead. I would like for you to make a stealth check for me, even though it's kind of redundant at this point. But still, let's do it.
Old garbage.
You might roll a 1.
I rolled a 1. But with all the bonuses, it comes to like 20? 21?
I want to go as well, because I don't want to be with this man. I had plus
20.
10 to this, yeah?
21, yeah.
Yeah.
29.
29. Alrighty.
I forgot to add my Pass Without a Trace. You're right, 31, sorry.
I don't think anyone's seeing us.
No, yeah, you guys just disappear into the whatever vegetation here is, even though it's mostly like similar, but it's just ever so vaguely alien, with more of the sickly green and brown. But easily enough with your spell casting and your natural innate talent for being stealthy.
Not magic.
Well,
It's just skill.
just skill, even though you cast it like a magic. It's literal
No.
magic.
It's just a little ritual I got taught you do. You know, like superstition,
Definitely not
like
magic.
wiping your feet. Yeah, it's not magic. What does the temple look like? Big doors, arches, open area, anything like that?
Oh yeah. As I was just getting to that. Euphrook, it's actually no. I should probably start with that. It's a bit of a distance away. So you guys want to go in? We're talking kilometers, like many kilometers away, because you're on a mountain and this thing is carved out of another mountain. So I was just asking, like, obviously you guys are stealthing, but what about the rest of? Well, by the rest of it, I mean Deanne and Chompers.
Heading towards the mountain and trying to talk to the old man, try and learn about his life story, what brought
So you guys
him
are-
here, and
So shall we just say you guys are like scouting ahead for the rest of the party?
Yeah, we want to go see what we're dealing with first before we go in.
Alrighty.
And
So,
Chompers is
with
just
you-
keeping an eye on him. Eat him if he guess fuck us.
Yeah, alright. With the two of you, you're able to easily enough navigate through the area stealthily enough, avoiding enemies. And you do note that there are some in the area
giants. Well, giants specifically. You know, you're not. I don't know how familiar with the group are with giants overall, but you do notice that there are different types. But more than really like going close range, you're more or less avoiding them by just noticing them in the distance because they are giant. So they're very large.
Mm-hmm.
But you're able to mostly avoid them as you approach the temple. So you wanted to talk with the older man? What did you want to
No,
ask?
just
Or do you, in general, you keep the
general conversation, and just as like um, as part of this, like where's he from? Where did he grow up? All that kind of just general conversation.
Okay,
Trying to also sort of like learn a little bit about if this guy's been here for like a century, his knowledge of this area, just purely by virtue of the amount of time he spent there's got to be pretty useful. Maybe like, side passages, back entrances, places where we can rest without being seen. If there's other entry points to this place other than the one we came in from, etc.
Oh yeah. He tells you a bunch of generally useful stuff for hideout and locations, and a lot of presumably useful information if you try to live here. Talking about like locations where to get food and stuff like that, but it's mostly survival, and he mostly doesn't really say much about the actual temple areas. He does say that it's a bit more dangerous around there. There's a lot more giants that tend to roam around there, and more importantly, way more dangerous giants that are around.
I sort of just like asking, have you ever actually made it to the temple, or just observed it from a distance?
Oh, no, I never made it to the temple itself. It's
when we first met, you mentioned your companions left you here. Why did they curse you and leave you here? What happened? Why did you guys come here to begin with?
Oh, they
tell me the tale.
Ambition and greed, and for me, professional interest. They wanted to more or less take it. I didn't want them to have it, as I had doing our companionship, specifically once we got to the moon. Realized that they were not here for the same reasons as I was. I was under the misunderstanding that we were all here for the knowledge, for the information, for the glory of being the first one to discover, unearth something. We put it into a book and be done with it. The others were less so. They had ambitions of godhood. They died.
Here, or?
Oh, a few of them died here. The other...
died or murdered.
Yeah, one of the ones that left cursed me to be unable to leave this location because I was rather adamant on, foolishly, now that I realize in retrospect, I was adamant about telling everyone their crimes. They didn't want that.
Well...
There's a reason why I know that it is a dangerous artifact of old. That its power is too much for weak.
Well, on that we can agree. Its power is too much for pretty much anything.
I wonder if I could feed it to Chompy.
We need to figure out a way to either destroy it or render it useless.
No, I'm baking into a cake.
Yeah, but then we can feed the cake to Chompy. Think about it. Dragon God party member, huh?
No, that sounds dumb.
What? But why? We can each get a slice of cake and become like demigods.
And how does Chompy feel about that?
Chompy loves cake, and also you're not there.
Yeah, but Chompy's with us, so...
And I don't have a telepathic link to him.
well... I'm just going to ask Chumpy is how, sort of like as part of the conversation, how would you feel about being a god? Just to sort of like, because I might
Do you
not be able to understand
speak
him, but
Draconic?
he should be able to understand me, so
Do you speak Draconic?
no.
He answers you.
And what does he say?
What does he say?
You don't know because you don't speak Draconic.
Ah, yeah. What does he say?
Hmm? Ah, you
What does he say?
motherfucker. He's like, hell yeah, bring on the godhood.
The old man in common. If you survive, that is.
You mentioned that before. I'm assuming that drinking or trying to drink this stuff it won't end well.
Oh, well, I can't say that for certain because it's not exactly something I have much information, but based on the reactions that I saw that my companions had when they handled it, I would assume most likely that is what would happen, but I'm making assumptions.
So
Hence
you
why
guys,
I'm traveling with you. I want
so
to see
you
what
guys
will
were
happen.
able to get into the temple.
Oh yes, once when the party was still together, we were strong enough to be able to harm and
But he
you
just
know,
said he'd
avoid
never
the
made it
chance.
this far.
I know, he's a lying
He's
son
a
of a
lying piece of
bitch.
shit.
I know. Why do you think I fucking left him?
Yeet him off the moon.
Keep him off the
You
moon.
guys can't even fucking hear this conversation.
Oh, don't you worry. Any defenses around this temple, Letty, that we see on the approach? Like any traps, pitfalls?
Oh,
Guard
none
animals.
of that type. All you see are just an occasional patrol by a giant. But as you get closer to the temple itself, the main gates, which are, by the way, built for a giant, is a very large one. One that just exudes like you can almost feel like like a storm in the air as they're like just around them, like they're like charged or something.
While we're walking or getting closer, I sort of ask the old man if he knows of any alternate ways into the temple.
Unfortunately, there is not. There's
So
only
when you were here
the
with
one
your
way.
group, you guys came in. So let me see if I get this straight. You guys came in, you guys were able to get the blood in the temple, and then what happened?
And they drank
Well?
it according.
They went ahead and touched it. They took it, hold it in their hands. But this doesn't really kill you because, as far as I can tell, that the blood itself is contained inside of an artifact. Does it make itself an artifact? Regardless. It contains its power, more or less, to make sure that it doesn't interact unnecessarily. But whoever originally built this item designed it to be more or less a filter rather than a full block.
Uh-huh.
So you can use a portion of its power. As did one of my companions. They attempted to use the item, and their flesh burned with the power. As the sheer force of using it, the energy exuding from it just turned him into ash.
How many were there when you guys came in, and how many left?
There were 5 of us. One of them died when they touched it, attempted to use it for themselves, to gain its power, to gain godhood, and they turned to ash. The second one rushed to their companion to help them to see if they could do something. They died as well, from just touching the corpse.
Okay.
They also turned to mostly charred ash.
And yourself and the other 2 that survived?
I decided that we should just leave it. That the giants were right to defend it, that no one should touch it. The other two disagreed. We had a little altercation. But
And
they
you
were
asked-
not able to kill me. I was not able to kill them. And then they cursed me.
And then
Just so they can tell their version of the story.
And they left and went back through that, whatever that is.
Yes, through the
And-
portal.
The two that survived, I don't suppose you could tell me what they looked like. Could you describe them to me?
What do they look like? That's a thing I haven't thought about in a while. I think one of them was blonde, and the other one... Did they have red hair? Or was it the brunette? One was a man and the other a woman. Which one was which? Well, I'm sure it will come to me later. They were not, like, myself, as far as I know, so they're most likely dead by now.
Well, given that's what I explained about Yuri and his clones. Maybe not.
Oh, now I remember. Ah, the name. Hestian, that was his name. The blonde one. The
Does
one
that
that
name
convinced...
ring any bells?
The Emperor of the Empire is called Hestian the 25th.
Oh,
Sure, it's a common name.
okay. And does the description he gave, what does the Emperor look like?
Actually, where are my notes? Yeah. They are also blonde, but
Right.
you know, actually no, they're not blonde. I'm being a dumbass because they are a tiefling. I am talking out of my ass again. I
Yes.
apologize.
Tiefling with wonderful blonde locks.
That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
I mean, I don't see why not, but okay.
Well, let's just say, no, I don't have those notes with me. But no, it's they don't look like the same.
Okay. Well, Hessian is the name of the current Emperor.
A common name, I assume.
Oh, it could be. Which part of the world did you originally hail from? If you don't mind my asking.
Oh, me? That was this little mining town called Mithril.
Ah,
God damn you and your crimes against nature, man.
My crimes against nature?
Oh no, Mithril.
Oh, crimes against Mithril?
Okay, can we see anything else there? Can we like try and get over the walls?
no. Okay, enough of the talking, you guys. Let's get on to the other stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I think it's getting a bit late for me.
Shove
So
him
I
off
think-
the moon.
So I think we're gonna end it here for now.
I agree with Munt.
Shove me
We
off
leave it-
the moon.
We levitate him and then let Chompy carry him up into orbit.
But yes, let us end here for now.
Okay.
We will pick it up from tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Well, next week.
Next week. Yes. This is why I wish to stop here for now. I'm getting tired. Me brain work good. Me yes.